ReZero, starting life in another world. The prophecy of the throne.
Good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing? Sounds like an intro to a bad comedian set. You're the 5th comedian out in the evening and you step out. Hey, how's everybody doing? Again, for the 4th time. Y'all ready for some stream? Woo! Guy in the back's like, do a joke! I will, thank you. Haha, it's my job. You suck at it. Shut up. Glad to have everyone in who is tuning in at the moment. I should probably get this set up in the meantime. Did I spell Lagunica right? Yes, I did. Thank goodness. What's up, gamers? Raul, did you... Raul, I'm calling you out specifically right now because I was in VC chat earlier. Did you draw that Kino-looking thing yesterday at 3:44 p.m.? Yeah, what is that? What? No fucking way. No way. What the hell? Buddy. Emi Kuma, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Buddy. Holy crap, dude! That looks so good! Oh my god! The full piece is even better! Please tell me Emmy has seen it by now. I'm checking the reacts. They have not reacted yet. Have they seen it? Have they seen it? You haven't seen anything from her. Oh, I'm pinging her right now. Emmy, did you not check art chat? Raul is a fucking god. There you go. If you want to see, it's part of the Discord. Join the Discord, go to the art gallery. Buddy, I'm going to have to straight up commission you before the end of the year. Like, how would you feel about doing my next badge commission for when conventions finally open back up? I need something to go with my Mango Pop-Tart badge that I got a long time ago. I forget if she mailed me a physical copy of that. Dude, I would be so hyped. I think you could really, really nail the, I'm sure you've heard me discuss, like, the older eye style, the one that's not as rounded, but it's not completely angled. I think you have just the right amount of youthful exuberance and adulthood depression that you'd be able to hit right on the mark between the two. Anyway, I'm drinking Red Bull because I'm exhausted. My throat's a little sore, but we're here to make more progress tonight. Let me see, what am I forgetting? Oh, right. I gotta make this smaller. And then I gotta go to my webcam feed. And I gotta activate that so y'all can see my freshly showered, freshly shaven face. Excuse me, lights. Excuse me, lights. Are we not functioning today? Is that the thing that's happening? All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to screw around with this. Hold on. Properties. Configure. It is set to auto exposure. Maybe I'm just not supposed to have this light on yet. Give me a second. All right, see if that works. That made it worse. That made it even worse. Why is this so inefficient? Camera, please. Hold on. Do I gotta put some more household light in here? Alright, well, I'm tired of dealing with that. It's gonna get better eventually. Maybe. Usually it corrects itself. But I guess today it wants to be like this. And I don't care enough to mess with it. So, I will gradually fall into the spotlight over time.
Hello, Twitch chat. I'd like to play a game. For an entire year, you have been giving your money to someone who doesn't need it. Now, would you be willing to give your life for someone who doesn't deserve it? In the next 15 minutes, you're going to find out.
I don't even know if the mic picked that up. This is ridiculous. I have never had it act like this. Hold on. I'm gonna try unplugging and replugging it back in and deactivating it from there. Usually the lighting will fix itself. Maybe I gotta have like the kitchen light on. It's probably the backlighting on the windows screwing this up. I guarantee you it's because the days are getting longer as we approach spring, and while there's sunlight along the back. Look, there you go. If I tilt this down, it instantly gets better. See, the closer we get to my crotch, the more illuminated everything becomes. My crotch is the source of my power. Don't believe that. Don't listen to that. I don't want to get in trouble, thank you. Remember, head empty, pants powerful. If you ever want to know where my priorities lie, it is the exact opposite of that. Don't listen to me right now. Censored by the mic. Alright, so where do we leave off? What happened last time? The 6th camp. We didn't... The previous time, before last time, we had finished being burned alive by Wolf. I think we left off here at the end of the previous day. Yeah, like we had talked the whole time, and Subaru had just recently gone, I trust Melty. But why? And he couldn't answer that, because he's stupid. It's a dumbass. What up, He-chan? Anyway. So hopefully the lighting will get better as I play. Maybe we'll have to do some adjustments. I think we've got everything else set up. So it's time for Rivali to hold a floating guitar pick for the next 3.5, 4 hours. Let's go.
Let's try this again.
Thinking back, Melty and her camp were a pretty strange group. They're the 6th camp participating in the royal selection, supposedly represented by the Transcendent Dragon Church. They were the last to reveal themselves and volunteered to be emissaries to Roswell Manor before the announcement of the delay. That led to our fateful encounter with Tiga and Sakura. After that, we met again in the royal capital, and at the meeting in the royal capital, we learned about the existence of Melty and the fact that Tiga was her knight. It could be better, Wicked Ohio Girl.
Else.
That's it.
If I don't know anything, then I'll go and find out. That's why I'm thinking of putting
Jesus,
Melty
that's
in her
loud.
camp under the microscope.
Jesus, that's loud. I'm gonna open this volume mixer and turn OBS down just a smidge. There we go.
That's why I'm thinking of putting Melty in her camp under the microscope.
Excuse me. Bryn, thank you for the tier 1 subscription.
Microscope?
I tell Amelia this right after waking up, and she tilts her head at the unfamiliar word.
I don't know what a microscope is. But are you okay, Subaru?
What do you mean?
You were working all day yesterday, right? You seemed to be lost in thought at the end of our conversation.
In other words, Miss Amelia is wondering if you could stop being so incompetent and useless, Barasu.
It's not doing okay, Ohio Girl, but it is doing better than it was yesterday. And I'm grateful that I don't have any recording I have to do this weekend, to the best of my knowledge.
Rom, I never said anything so harsh.
Well, I'll just take that as one of Rom's typical scoldings. Anyway, don't worry about me.
Like, if I had to be recording this stuff right now for this game, I would be like, guys, I can't. I need a break.
In fact, I wouldn't want anything decisive to happen while I'm lounging about like this.
Like, sometimes when I listen to my own performances in games, my brain, I don't know if you guys will be able to empathize with this. Sometimes when I listen to my own voice acting in games, my brain will act as though I am actually performing that line in that moment, and my throat muscles will contract and react as though I were saying the line, even though I'm not actually saying anything. So, for example,
In fact, I wouldn't want anything decisive to happen while I'm lounging about like this.
as he said that, I could feel my throat muscles moving as if I was saying, in fact, I wouldn't want anything decisive to happen while I'm lounging about like this. And it allows me to tell if it's feeling in a lower condition than usual, because if it tenses in a certain way and I'm like, ooh, my voice would have cracked when I said that word, that's how I know that it's not doing as well as it normally is. Yeah, it's literal visceral muscle memory, and if in recreating it, I can tell that my voice would have cracked and like, okay, I'm not at 100% today. That's so weird though. Like, okay, all right. I've had this discussion on Twitter at least twice a year. Think about the fact that when you remember a song, your brain recreates the instruments for each portion of the song. If it's percussion, it recreates drum beats. If it's chiptune, it recreates computer beep boops in your thoughts. In your thoughts. You don't even hear it, and you can conceptualize the beep boops. This is what I sound like when I'm sober, you guys. Imagine when I'm high. It is so surreal to me that you can recreate an entire song in your mind without any sound actually being produced. Ugh. Brains are cool.
I'd hate not being involved in any major events that'll happen around Mealy from here on out.
Subaru.
This may not be the best way to say it.
What up, Michelle?
But you want to spy on Leah constantly, right?
Come on, at least call me a stalker.
Isn't that worse?
But that means I'm doing it more out of love, doesn't it?
Subaru, stop. Stop while you're behind, buddy. Quit it. Right now. Stop. Please.
Yes, let's settle down now. I completely understand Subaru's opinion, as well as Miss Amelia's worries. In response, my proposal is rather simple. To solve both your issues in one fell swoop, I have a rather magical solution.
Michelle, did you hear about, I think it was... Didn't they announce, like, a Demon Slayer fighting game that's based off of, like, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm? Like, it's the exact same development team? Yo! I saw some of the battle system! Can you imagine doing all of, like, those water slash styles as the main character in the fighting game? Let's fucking go! Elite. Before I even knew what voice acting was, my brother and I would play dub Bomberman 64 The Second Attack. My best friend and I would play dub Crystal Chronicles and Legend of Mana before I even knew what voiceover was. I'm telling you, I was doing it before I even knew what voiceover was, before I understood it was a thing. You're not alone.
Really? That's amazing.
A magical solution? Hang on, Roswell. Don't tell me it's...
Amelia's eyes shimmer in anticipation, but all I get is a bad feeling. Roswell nods at us.
While you're here, Miss Amelia, you should spend the day with Subaru.
I gave in and accepted it in the end, but...
Subaru, Is something wrong?
You've barely touched your Sonic the Hedgehog curry.
The two companions I've accompanied stand before me as I rack my brain. Amelia and Rem. It makes me happy holding such flowers in my hands, but
My anxiety's just as high as my excitement.
Hey, what's wrong? Are you that unsatisfied having me around?
I'm not unsatisfied. Not at all. Just the opposite, actually. I'd love to be by your side for all eternity, within the boundaries of the law. But coming all the way to the royal capital like this, is it really okay for you to not
Wait.
go greet people at the royal castle?
wait, Osamatsu's out already? What? Is the DVD out? Is it streaming? This is news to me. What's going on? How many episodes? Holy shit. Does that mean 13? 13 episodes? Season 1? What up, bruh? Thank you for the follow. 13th Deadlord. Let me double check. That's fine. It'll give me a chance to, mess with my webcam thing again. Stop saying Subaru! Why are you people like this? You guys are jerks.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Emmy!
It'll just shock them if I show up out of the
Emmy,
blue.
did you check out Art Gallery?
Besides,
I'm not progressing this game until you check out Art Gallery. Okay.
Lord Roswell and sister already headed to the royal castle ahead of us. It seems that, with the royal selection having been postponed, the Council of Wise Men are concocting various methods of dealing with the situation.
I might have to get a duo commission from Rawl of Kino and Pami either fighting for attention on a stage, or Kino's on like an undercover mission with Pami acting as kind of like Ron and Kim Possible. Or not Ron, but whoever was acting as like their information gatherer behind the scenes, like giving them instructions via a computer room, like off in the distance, and there's like a cut-in in the corner where he's giving instructions, and then Kino is the one spying in on someone from the shadows. Basically, would you like to make money, Rawl? Because if next week goes the way I want it to for Game Stunk, I'm gonna want to commission some peeps. It has been way too long since I've gotten art commissions.
In the meantime, we must quietly await the announcement of their findings.
The Council of Wise Men's methods, huh?
Unfortunately, I don't trust the Council of Wise Men like Rem does. Thank you for the follow. They're the kind who'd forced Amelia to undergo what's basically an impeachment trial under the guise of questioning. I can't see them conducting an honest investigation at all.
That means we have to expose the fake ourselves.
So then, what are we going to do today?
About that. I was thinking of going to Melty's.
Hold on, Subaru. I was asking Rem that, not you.
Bitch, I can have a conversation with someone of the same gender. I don't need you here.
Huh? Why's that?
Don't why me, mister. Rem, tell him. Of course. Subaru, it is
Okay.
wonderful that you are so eager to expose
I-
the imposter
Can
and
I?
have the royal selection proceed as usual.
I want to read for you guys. I'm gonna mute this real quick. All right, show of hands in chat. I'm gonna see how many people. Okay, 56. You guys are welcome to not say anything, but if you have seen the original Sonic movie, please like raise your hand in chat, like 0 and a /07, whatever. I just want to see a list of people who have seen the original Sonic movie that came out like last year. One person. Only one person, according to chat, has actually seen the movie. For real. If you've seen the 2019 Sonic movie or 2020 Sonic movie, the newest one, right before the pandemic, raise your hand. I want to get a feel because a friend of mine wrote what he thinks the plot to the second movie will be. He wrote it right after we saw the first movie. And I want to read it to you guys just so you can see. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right. Listen. All right. Remember, for those of you who saw the movie, my friend wrote this. Sean McCormick is his name. Sean McCormick wrote this on the fly right after we saw the original Sonic the Hedgehog movie. This is his prediction for how the plot of the second movie will go. Robotnik stumbles onto a shrine on the Mushroom World with a Chaos Emerald in it. Sonic's quill interacts with it, and he utters some triumphant one-liner, such as reiterating that he'll be home by Christmas. That's the prologue. Cut to Earth. Several minutes of Sonic enjoying his new life while Tails looks for him. Tails finds him and they have a standoff. Then a ring opens before Tails can explain himself, and a group of the tribal echidnas pour through and try to fucking murder Sonic. He fights them off, plus or minus human participation, probably Donut Lord at least, and they retreat back through a ring. Tails explains that he has been searching every world for him, to warn him about the echidnas who have been after his powers for years, blah blah blah. Flashback to Longclaw dying. No other information about Longclaw given. Who sent Tails? Either it's hand-waved, or there's a resistance of animal friends. What are they resisting? Why? Who knows? Cut to Mushroom World. Robotnik has machinery he's built out of the Temple Detritus and is able to create a Chaos Ring portal with the Emerald and Sonic's quill back to Earth, to his lab or something. He takes the Emerald with him. There's a silly-ass musical montage of him getting back into his threads. He keeps the poofy mustache and rock version of Agent Stone, and then gets to work modifying a bunch of his robots to accept the Emerald, as well as sending out drones to look for Sonic. Cut back to Sonic and Tails. Tails has explained that not only does Sonic need to get somewhere safe, but the Resistance needs his help securing the Chaos Emeralds before something terrible happens. Donut Lord, of course, wants to help, so they head off to meet the Resistance and leave Earth with Tails, unaware that Robotnik is back and was listening in. Cut to Robotnik's lab being attacked by the military once they realize he's back, but he's got a big robot powered by a Chaos Emerald, and US Army is no match for it. With his new weapon, Robotnik begins leaping between the worlds on Sonic's map, hunting down the emeralds one by one. Sonic, Tails, Donut Lord, and crew likewise begin to quest for the gems, varying amounts of animal friends between 0 and 2. Robotnik meets little resistance in his misadventures, returning to his lab with the emeralds he's able to take and inserting them into various robots. Possible foreshadowing for Metal Sonic here, but it won't appear in this movie. One of the robots will be a mech that Robotnik can pilot, possibly vaguely reminiscent of the one from Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic's crew immediately runs into Echidna Guardians in the first temple they go to, and they are out for blood. Antics commence. Enter Knuckles, either through just immediate forceful combat, or one of the tribal echidnas lose their mask in the fight, and ta-da, it's Knuckles. Sonic steals the emerald, and the crew try to escape, but the echidnas pursue. Fight continues for an awkward amount of time, little bit of comedy relief. Excuse me. Cut back to Robotnik, who is poised to travel through another Chaos Ring portal in his new mech weapon to the next temple on his list. When he arrives, it's right in the middle of the fight. Long pause as everyone stares at each other, trades barbs and dialogue, then music, and they all fight. Robotnik's mech is too much for all of them since it has chaos power, and it eventually does enough damage to bring the temple down on everyone's heads. Everyone escapes through respective portals: Echidnas, Sonic and crew, and Robotnik. Knuckles gets trapped under falling debris or a stone column or some other trite cliche-ass, "Oh no, I'm stuck" moment, and Sonic saves him and pulls him through their ring portal back to Green Hill. Cue the standoff, possibly a fight, possibly a dialogue, maybe both. But the end result is they agree to work together to stop Robotnik. Knuckles explains more about the emeralds, much to Tails' delight since they're just a big mystery, and that it's way too dangerous for anyone but the Chosen One to ever use them. Who is the Chosen One? Pro tip, it's Sonic. Duh. The Echidnas have been after Sonic because his powers are very similar to the Chaos Emeralds and something along the lines of, you shouldn't exist, or you were deemed too dangerous to let live. That might be too dark, but whatever. They don't know Sonic's quill is being used by Robotnik to activate the Chaos Emeralds yet. Robotnik has a mental breakdown after being beaten, kind of, by Sonic and losing the emerald. He needs them all. They're the key to everything. Insane rambling scene here. He calls his emerald-powered robots back from raising the countryside and starts sending them through to the remaining temples, while he uses Chaos Ring Portal to go to Green Hill and hunt Sonic and crew down in his giant robot. This is all the prediction for the plot that my friend wrote up. Sonic and crew and Knuckles clash with Robotnik in a showdown that looks remarkably like the fight in the original Thor movie. Small town, giant robot, only more cartoon animal people. Every time it seems like the mech is starting to wither under Sonic's attacks, another robot emerges from a chaos portal to give Robotnik's giant robot another emerald, which magically repairs it and gives it additional powers. Somewhere after the second or third time that happens, Sonic finally realizes he needs to stop the robots and destroys one as it emerges from the portal. The Chaos Emerald powering it falls out. Slow time while Sonic stares at it, then his quill powers start interacting with it, and the emerald flies towards Sonic and he catches it, and he gets Emerald Power! Shots of Knuckles and the tribal echidnas watching in awe and terror that slowly turns into realizing Sonic is the Chosen One. Donut Lord has no idea what's going on, but is happy for Sonic because honestly the boy needs emotional support. Tails is able to instantly figure out what's going on and explain it to Sonic. Robotnik makes a snide remark that Tails is too slow. Robotnik figured that out already, and the fight resumes. Sonic and Robotnik clash and trade the emeralds back and forth until some bullshit happens that gives Sonic the upper hand, and as more and more emeralds are ripped from Robotnik's mech, Sonic gets faster and faster until his blue streak starts to turn gold, but the robot explodes before we see Supersonic. Maybe in the third movie. Robotnik, of course, manages to slip through a Chaos Ring portal in a breakaway pod with the last emerald. End the movie with everybody shaking hands, being friends. Sonic learns that he still has family here on Earth, but he needs the help to help the Resistance and the Echidnas stop Robotnik and return the emeralds to the temples on every world, or else something bad will happen. Final shot of the three boys emerging through a ring portal in the Resistance world, and you can insert all of the Sonic friends as cameo/Easter eggs/setups for the third movie in the giant crowd waiting for them on the other side. Credits. After teaser, with Robotnik working diligently on a new alien world, building what is very obviously Metal Sonic, and then lowering the sole remaining emerald he still has into the robot's chest. If that is not how Sonic the Hedgehog 2 goes, when I see it in actual theaters, I will feel like I have been robbed of the movie experience I want to see. It makes so much sense from beginning to end, and I read it at least twice a year because it's the entire part. There is not a single section of that plot summary that doesn't explain why it happens or what it leads to. It all makes sense, and it fits within an hour and a half to 2 hours. My friend has never worked for Sega. He's never worked on a Sonic game. I don't even know if he's like a follower of the comics. He's just that good.
However, before seeing Miss Melty, you must comply with your own daily task.
My daily task? Wait.
That is right.
No. Calm down, Rem. I understand what you're saying, but isn't this an emergency situation? Under such conditions, you
I'm doing okay,
sometimes need
brah.
to make decisions that might differ from conventional.
Not so fast. It is futile.
Wait a second! I was just going to Melty's. What? You're so strong! I can't pull myself away!
See, I would not have been able to do this line with my throat in its current condition.
Rem understands how painful it is. Watching you suffer like that truly hurts Rem's heart.
Tuna's okay.
But Rem will be there with you.
Wait!
Don't leave me behind, you two! Oh, you're both so impatient.
Oh my god! Oh, I gotta hear that again. That was so good. My poor neighbors. My poor neighbors. Oh my god. That is so good.
All my hard work for nothing.
What was that? What you said is quite strange.
Generally, Raul say, when it came to this game, because we had to do so many lines each session and my throat would wear down so quickly, during any shouted lines, if the first take was usable, we just went with the first take. So in most cases, assume that it was the first clean take that I did. The only reason we would have redone it is if my voice cracked or something ruined the take.
Oh, sorry. Just airing out some of my sorrow.
Calling all that sorrowful is rude. That really hurts. Harry's working so hard.
Raul, I don't know if you've been in my previous streams of this when I said this. I genuinely think my screams, either my pain screams or my comedy screams that I did in this game, are better than the ones I've done in the anime. Almost universally. Obviously, the rabbit scene is like its own unique instance, but overall, I think my death cries in this game were better than the ones I did in the anime.
I'm sorry, Ferris. Subaru, don't say things like that.
Don't be fooled, Mealy. Those are fake tears.
Boo-hoo!
How can you say that? Look how Ferris is weeping buckets.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Aren't you all an energetic bunch? Rem, are they always like this?
Yes. Ever since Subaru arrived at the manor, things have been very lively.
Is that so? That must be part of Subaru Natsuki's character.
Wait. If you say something like that, Subaru will just get carried away with himself.
You should pamper me more, Mealy.
As I grumble, Amelia and Crucier talk about recent events that have happened while we've been away from the capital. It makes me feel better seeing how similar this sloop is compared to the others, where Amelia was forming good relations with all the candidates. All those memories that are now lost to time. Memories only I can remember. Memories that not everything has been completely useless.
Still, we're in quite a difficult position. To think there would be an imposter among the royal candidates.
It is rather troubling. Not to mention the demeanor of the Council of Wise Men yesterday. It really annoyed me.
Yesterday? What happened?
Well, we were called to the royal castle. There, I was questioned under the pretense of trying to uncover the identity of the imposter.
So they questioned you too, Crucier?
You seem surprised, Subaru Natsuki. As a royal candidate, it is only natural that I am under suspicion.
Well, yeah, according to theory. But I still didn't expect it had happened to you.
I can't hide my surprise that Crucier had been questioned. Both Amelia and Felt were questioned at the castle too. However, it was much more akin to an interrogation, like some sort of witch hunt. I totally thought that the Council of Wise Men were trying to brand Amelia as the imposter under the ruse of trying to expose the fake.
I guess they need to hear from all the candidates to at least say they were thorough.
That is not a comment I can just simply ignore. You seem to misunderstand the intent of the Council of Wise Men.
Huh?
At the royal castle, I was told by the Council of Wise Men, by Lord Miklatov himself, that they suspect me of being the imposter.
You, Crucier?
Really? Are you serious?
Totally serious. Ugh, they were so rude. How dare they say such things to Miss Crucier of all people, meow? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Seeing Ferris so riled up, I can tell it's no joke. But I find this pretty shocking.
What's going on here? I thought they suspected Amelia and Felt.
That's why I never wanted to rely on the Council of Wise Men. I thought I couldn't fully trust them. And yet...
Ferris, control your anger. I told you, I do not
What up,
mind.
Nico Tiffy?
But Miss Cruchet...
They only said what they needed to. Do not fault them for that.
I apologize, Miss Cruchet, but what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I agree with Rem. I'm not sure I follow. Why would the Council of Wise Men consider you to be the fake candidate?
It's simple, really. It is likely the same reason why they were so secretive regarding the royal selection's postponement.
The same reason? Could it be because they wanted it to be a surprise?
That's quite a charming way to put it, but the general idea is the same. By revealing everything at once, one could weed out those with different reactions to the news from the rest. It may have been unrefined, but not a bad move to make.
Cruchet smiles at Amelia's remark. What she says strikes me. Simply put, the Council of Wise Men aims to expose the fake candidate. To do that, with Amelia and Felt, they deliberately... No, that's not it. They suspected all the candidates. And it was all so they could smoke out the imposter based on their reaction.
Damn, they really pulled a fast one on me. They could have at least said that from the start.
I am sorry to say, Subaru, but if they had done so, their strategy would have fallen apart.
I know. But that makes me all the more mad.
Damn it. That just means I've been blowing wind in the air. Now I'm embarrassed for looking stupid and running around like I did.
It appears I have given way too much. If you receive a summons by the Council of Wise Men tomorrow or later, I would appreciate it if you do not mention what I have told you.
Serves them right, saying such mean things to Miss Cruchet. When I see Lord Bordeaux or the others at their regular checkup, I'm going to use painful healing magic on purpose.
A doctor shouldn't use their skills to exact revenge.
My strength has left me, but I don't know whether it's from a sense of relief or this anticlimactic end of the conversation.
Thank you for filling us in on everything.
Excuse me.
I just hope I can help you in some way, too.
I see. In that case, why not make a pact between us?
A pact?
That's right. With the appearance of the fake royal candidate, the royal selection has been marred by doubt and chaos. However, what we should truly be striving for is a position as the new ruler to lead this kingdom to a brighter future. That point is irrefutable. With that in mind, we must cultivate ourselves and compete for the throne fairly and without hesitation. What say you to making such a pact?
In other words, we'll both give it our all?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, of course. I'd love to pledge this pact with you.
Then our pledge has been made.
Hey, Subaru.
No!
Huh? What's up?
Miss Amelia's a good person, but it makes me nervous because she's too kind for her own good. You better protect her with everything you've got.
Right. I completely agree with you there.
However, Amelia's trust in Cruchet is probably why she looks so vulnerable right now. Cruchet's virtue really is a force to behold in that regard. After all,
It would be for the best if they competed as friends.
at least that's what I think as I witness the two girls exchange a firm handshake.
Anyway, now that I completed my task at Cruchet's place without any issues...
Oh, they left it in! Sometimes actors will give pre-life to a line. So for example, for a line like this, I might go, in my opinion, it would be for the best if they competed as friends. But what actually happens is they take out the part that goes, in my opinion, and so what you actually hear is, in my opinion,
It would be for the best if they competed as friends.
but sometimes mistakes happen, or they don't update the text. Sometimes they keep the pre-life and they change the script, and sometimes they forget to take the pre-life out. So you get to hear the pre-life that I did before I actually read the line. For example,
Anyway, now that I completed my task at Cruchet's place without any issues...
We will be heading to Miss Melty, correct?
She's a nun at the Transcendent Dragon Church, right? So we'll be going to the church then?
There's one project where I voiced a character where,
Because it was a deeper line, and I wanted to make sure that I was hitting the baritone that I needed. The phrase that I would say was, I understand what you're trying to say. Or, yes, of course, it makes perfect sense.
but they forgot to take that out. So there's a line of dialogue that has nothing to do with my pre-life, where you can hear my character go,
I understand what you're trying to say. We'll send scouts out to search right away.
That's where we've always met her. She may have a lot of visitors due to the royal selection, but we should try going over there anyway.
But I am quite nervous. This is my first time meeting her.
I see. Well, at least you're acquainted with all the other candidates.
Amelia knows about Felt, someone who was only just revealed to be a candidate. Though the two haven't met together as candidates yet.
But there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure you and Melty will see eye to eye in a lot of things.
Both seem like pacifists when it comes down to it, and I think they'll get along just fine, regardless of how they meet for the first time. That is,
if the bad feeling in my gut doesn't end up coming true.
I really want to shake this doubt I have about them. That's my honest goal.
Is this the Transcendent Dragon Church?
It is. Is this your first time visiting it, Miss Amelia?
Yes. This is only my third time being in the royal capital. And I didn't get the chance to look around the city last time.
Right, because you were so busy looking for a certain something. I get it.
Hey, stop bringing that up all the time, Subaru. You're so mean.
Sorry, my bad. Now then, where is Melty?
There you go again, abruptly changing the subject.
Amelia's mood sours when I remind her of her embarrassing mistake. And as Rem tries to soothe her,
I'll try and meet with Melty. Oh. Huh?
Looking into the church, my eyes go wide at the unexpected spectacle before me.
Wait up! You can't catch me!
I hear the voices of children playing, seeing several of them playing tag in the courtyard. Such a sight isn't uncommon for a church, but what does surprise me...
Solomon Puka are here.
Mr. Puka, I'm so hungry from all that playing around.
Wait, what booth reverb? In which one?
Solomon Puka are here.
You can't catch me! Wait up!
Which line? I'm not hearing it.
You can't catch me!
I'm not hearing it. Okay.
Don't you have any shame? No, I do admire how bold
Thank you for the
are.
follow.
Go on, Solemn. The other kids have a gleam in their eyes, too.
Yes, of course.
Yay! I love this candy!
Yay! Thank you, mister!
That sounds like Mildo from the anime. Fuck Mildo.
He's super nice and gives us lots of candy. We love you, mister. They really are shameless.
As kids should be.
You're really soft, you know that?
Mr. Solemn and Miss Puka seem to be quite familiar with them.
Yeah, there's that kid from yesterday, too. You really seem to like him.
You guys are so nuts about it. Let's play it again. Where is it? 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 There it is. I've heard that kids can tell who's friendly or not. And Solemn's a pretty decent guy. And Puka too, of course.
Huh? What is it, Mealy? You'll spoil your cute face if you sulk like that. Hang on, it's still super cute?
I won't let you joke your way out of this one. Going off on your
Thank
own
you for the
like
follow,
that?
my anime account.
Do you know these people?
Yes, Mr. Solemn and his spirit Miss Puka. We ran into them in the royal capital yesterday.
As you can see, he's a spirit arts user. They're good people who really get along well with kids.
Since the battle with the Dusk Bandits never happened, we aren't indebted to them assisting us. But I feel partial to them because I still remember it happening.
Are they even related to this church? I never really asked them about themselves.
Screamy rolls are fun, I'll say, but they're not worth it long term. They're not. You're gonna permanently alter your throat over time from doing screamy rolls so often. And it may affect your ability to continue performing certain types of roles long term. I love Subaru, but I would not be surprised if Subaru is what makes me incapable of performing young male hero protagonist roles by the time I'm 40. I remember Puka saying something about they're just wanderers, though.
Well, we can just ask them directly. Hey, Solemn! Puka!
You were so loud, I figured it was you, Subaru. Do you need anything? Or are you just that desperate to see us again?
More like you just happened to be in the same place we were coming to visit.
It is good to see you again, Mr. Solemn, Miss Puka.
Ah, it's Mr. Scary Eyes and Miss Maid from yesterday.
Hey, good to see you. You didn't get lost again, did you?
Of course not. Girls aren't gonna like you if you keep talking like that, you know.
Ugh, you really know how to hurt me.
Why are you letting a child talk down to you like that?
That's just like Subaru. I'm sorry. I'm Subaru and Rems. What am I to you two?
Scapegoat.
It's difficult to say when you include the both of us. But if it were just me, you'd be my lovely, charming young lady.
What are you going on about now? Rem and Subaru serve Miss Amelia. Our relationship can be considered that of a master and her servants. Oh? Good, thank you. So, there you have it.
I see.
Yes, I am their master. It is nice to meet you.
What up, Amimui?
Yes.
A friendly wind is in the air, despite the few words Amelia and Solemn exchange.
What's with this? Not much is being said, but it doesn't feel awkward or anything.
Perhaps it is a special way of communicating only spirit arts users can do.
Oh, so you use the spiritual arts too?
Me? Yes, I do. Just a moment.
Well, even if you are, there are hardly any decent spirits like me around. So no matter the spirit you contracted with...
Come on out, Puck.
As you wish.
Oh my! That was a bit startling.
I'm surprised.
That was quite the surprise.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
That's right. Puka loses her mind when she sees Puck. After all...
Are you Puck? The apocalypse beast and the great spirit of fire?
I don't really like those names. They're not really all that cute.
Wait, Great Spirit of Fire? Oh... What?
You can just call me Puck.
Alright, was that a mislocalization? I'm pretty sure I've never seen Puck use fire.
Lord Puck!
Sounds like you just met a celebrity or something.
Despite their cute appearances, great spirits are spirits with immense power.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Just wish he'd be more useful from time to...
You! Did you just speak badly of Lord Puck? Showing such disrespect to someone out of your league? I won't stand for it!
I can't believe such a soft foot could kick me so hard.
Is it that... Doesn't Puck... Oh, maybe Puck amplifies Amelia's ice magic.
You should take this chance to pay me a bit more respect, Subaru.
Well, yes! You should do exactly as Lord Puck demands!
You guys...
Yes. Don't you get carried away either, Puck.
You too, Puka.
Okay.
Oh...
Good grief.
Oh dear, I thought it sounded a bit rowdy out here.
What?
Amimui, this game is very fun. I will warn you though, that if you play it through to the end, or you watch someone else play it through to the end, I don't know if it has much replay value, because it's not like Danganronpa where it has a bunch of modes. If you already know how the story ends, then there's not much you can do except get like extra side scenes. But it is enjoyable because outside of the missions, you really just listen to a story be told for several hours, which can be quite relaxing.
What a strange gathering. You all surprised me.
Yo, Tiga. Sorry for surprising you like that, bestie.
Bad again, huh? Well, I suppose I should expect this out of you. But I see Miss Amelia is accompanying you this time. You didn't come here to play then, I assume?
Ah, Tiga. Hello. It's been a while.
It has, Miss Amelia. I see you're as beautiful today
Oh!
as... Ow!
What
What's the deal,
is up?
Subaru?
Oh my god.
Please not step on my foot like that.
What do you mean? Your car? Hello, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, we got raided right as you guys came in the door, so I'm trying to handle everything. You're part of the raid? Wow! You guys raided me with Starbucks. You're amazing. Did AJ show you how I ordered it?
There, now it's in your hands.
Couldn't even put it in my wallet.
Groceries to get.
Who actually raided us? Skyfox! What up, Skyfox? How you doing, bud? Welcome, everybody. My name is Sean Chiplock, Sonic Mega, professional voice actor, and the voice of this... Oh, you guys are here just in time. Hold on. Here's my present to the raid. Hold on. It's a chunky lad. Hello. I know. A lot's been happening. I know you're camera shy. Relax. You're okay. I give you so much attention. Oh, are you tired? I think you're tired. You know what? Give him the look. Buddy. Oh my god. You're just happy. So, he might be a little starved for attention because I went to bed last night before he showed back up for the evening. So he never actually got to see me last night. And I could tell it bugged him because when he saw me earlier today, when I stepped outside for some fresh air, he noticed me, immediately started meowing, and got up and stretched before heading over to me. Say hello. Who wants to leave? He's looking for an escape. Say hi to chat, I'll let you out. You being a pouty baby. You have such beautiful eyes. Say hi to chat. You have a majestic face. He's super chill. He's amazing. Let me finish this food and we'll keep going. So, he was very upset with me for not letting him in last night because when he spotted me at the neighbor's house, he immediately started meowing multiple times and coming over to say hi. I'm gonna shrink this down real quick. Thank you for your patience, Saul. We already have some. Mako. Anyway, finally, hello everyone. I'm Sean Chiplock, Sonic Mega, professional voice actor, full-time voice actor. You may know me as Rivali, Teba, and the great background tree in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I also said Jojo Mista, Subaru Mista in Link's Bizarre Adventure Golden Persona. Kiro from Mr. Love Queen's Choice. That's right. And now I'm Mr. Fedora admirer over here, Subaru Natsuki. Today we're playing ReZero: The Prophecy of the Throne, the video game that came out recently. And while it is dubbed, I am also live dubbing any of Subaru's lines that weren't already recorded. However, if you're just tuning in now, you missed one of the best parts of when we started the stream, which was me recording this line. Yeah.
Don't make me repeat myself. Don't go flirting with Mealy while I'm around.
What do you mean? This is the first time I've spoken to her. Besides, I wasn't flirting with her. I was just saying hello.
You greet Mealy by flirting with her?
Are your ears not working?
It seems Subaru and Tika get along quite well. Yes, the two of them were also in high spirits last time.
Jeez, they're like little kids.
They are children.
Hey!
Huh? Did Solemn just laugh? You totally laughed just now, didn't you? Huh. That's so unlike you.
This is my character, Golden Jojo from Mishima Persona.
You make that sound like it's a big deal. Wait, do you two know each other?
Seeing how blunt Tiga is with Solemn makes me assume Solemn didn't just come her to play with the kids. Didn't come her to play with the kids.
Yeah, that's right. Solemn, Puka, and I go way back. We're all from the same place.
All right, I think we got to do a prediction. We got to do a prediction. Here we go.
Oh, it makes sense you'd be such good friends, having grown up together.
No comment.
Is that so? Though perhaps that is generally the case. Huh? Am I wrong?
Everyone has their own circumstances, Leah. Wouldn't you say the same for you?
Now that you mention it,
How much?
I didn't really get along with the people who lived near me.
A solemn atmosphere, not that kind of solemn, enshrouds us as we all consider the various circumstances that brought us to where we are now. Disregarding my own situation, this homeland talk is no joke, considering it even gave Amelia and Rem that somber look.
Huh? Is this... candy? Are you giving this to me?
Oh, this is...
Thank you.
This is not the highest amount of characters on screen at one time. I think at one point we had Subaru, Rem, Ram, Roswell, Amelia, and Puck.
Rem can have some as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Solemn.
Oh, I get some too? Whoa, that's a lot! Why did you give me so much?
He says it's because a sullen face doesn't suit you. Sounds like Solemn's taking pity on you.
Do I look that bad right now?
Yeah, just look at that disturbing look in your eyes. Though, I suppose that's how you usually look.
Hey, you jerk!
Wow! This candy is really good. It melts away gently in my mouth.
I wish you'd pay more attention to that glimpse of sadness I just showed Mealy.
Well, at least you lot aren't a boring bunch. Now then, Miss Amelia.
Thank you for the
Getting
follow,
back on
Mad
topic.
Dog Air Pirate.
What is your business here today?
I'm sorry. I was also called to the royal capital regarding the postponement of the royal selection. And I figured, while I'm here, I should meet with the other royal candidates.
I see. So that's why you've come to see Mel. Very well. Mel just happens to be inside. So please, go ahead and see her.
Really? Thank you. I know this is a bit sudden.
No. Besides, Solemn. We'll be holding an important meeting inside. So,
Yeah, we get it. Us outsiders will be out here.
sorry.
Pay no mind. Let's go.
Huh? We get to play more? Yay!
Woohoo! Over there! Let's go over there!
With that, Solemn and Puka accompany the children and leave the church. I feel sorry for them, seeing as we're the ones who kinda got in the way of things.
All right, Solemn, where in the royal capital are you staying?
We're at the Buckhorn Bower. Why?
Well, I might have something I want to ask you later on, you know?
That's the street. That's the street I want the Hazen cabin to be on. I want it to be like 224 Buckhorn Bower Road.
We're at the...
When the time comes, I'll need some way to get in touch with you.
I've seen just how capable Solemn and Puka are. While building up our relations with the royal candidates is our main priority, it doesn't hurt to acquire some more fighting power.
An unpaid debt.
Huh?
See us anytime.
There you have it.
Right. Thanks. I'm counting on you if I ever need you.
After seeing... Oh! There's two! What? They're both consonants! No, I'm good. I already had two earlier. There are two! What? Why? All right. After seeing Solemn and Puka of, Tiga leads the way into the church. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be able to hear me. I had to take care of something real quick.
Oh. So beautiful.
Kneeling on the church floor is Melty, praying her heart out. I'm just your average guy from modern-day Japan, so I think I'm what you'd call an atheist. Jesus, way to call out, like, the millennials. I don't believe in any god, but I do celebrate Christmas, New Year's, Obon, Menards, holiday sales, and the like, so I'm just an atheist in that convenience sense. Spike. Chill. We don't need this. But seeing someone pray so fervently is something even I would consider a sight to behold, counterbalancing my disproportionately placed faith.
Mel, you have some guests.
Ah!
What?
Oh, I left out Shark Week! I hope Super celebrates Shark Week at the very least.
You surprised me. Tiga, how many times must I tell you? You'll only startle me if you come out of nowhere like that while I'm praying.
Sorry. Well, I'd like to talk about how cute you are when you're angry. These guests have been waiting for you.
Huh?
Her face red, Melty finally notices us when Tiga points us out.
Hey, Melty.
Miss Melty, please pardon our intrusion.
Take care, Saul.
As you can see today,
It's nice to meet you. I'm a fellow royal candidate and... Huh? Tiga! You jerk! Tell me when we have guests!
After a moment's pause, Melty's embarrassed scream echoes throughout the church.
I'm sorry. I showed you an embarrassing side to myself.
As opposed to the church gown that you're wearing that specifically emphasizes your breasts?
No, it's okay, don't worry. I don't think it's strange at all. Not even a little.
Considering I also wear a dress that emphasizes my breasts.
Mealy, if you're gonna back someone up like that, you should follow through to the end.
Come on now, it's fine. Even if you put up appearances, your true self will show in the end. Besides, you're not really good at hiding things.
That's a very inappropriate way of pointing out her dress, Tiga.
That's not true. I'm really good at hiding things.
Oh, and those little snacks you keep hidden under your wardrobe? I know you munch on them little by little every day.
No, that's a lie. I don't hide them in the wardrobe. They're in a box under my bed. Oh.
Mel, snacking like that between meals makes you fat. You should stop.
You're so mean, Tiga.
Melty glares at Tiga, her eyes a watery mess. It seems like Tiga's always 100 steps ahead of Melty in terms of extracting info from the other.
You two sure do get along well. Don't you think so, Huh? What's with that face?
Nothing. I was just thinking that you and Tika must get along so well because you're both so mean.
Me? Mean? Don't lump me in with him!
I resent that.
Subaru's right, Miss Amelia. His callousness is quite cute. It is completely different from Sir Tiga's.
I think so too. Tiga's teasing is much spicier. Subaru's teasing is sweeter in that regard.
Have you ever described someone's teasing as being spicy? I need to reevaluate my life.
Huh? Is nobody going to back me up here?
Oh, then I'll support you, Tiga.
That makes both sides evenly matched. There are no hard feelings no matter who wins, yeah?
Let us do our best, Subaru. Miss Melty.
Yes! Let's combine our efforts and taste victory together!
Wait! Mealy's attack is super effective against me!
Yeah, if Mel attacked me, I'd never recover either.
Tiga and I nod at each other, exchanging a firm handshake.
This just goes to show, conflict won't solve any of our problems.
You're right. Let's just get along, my good friend.
Oh, that's good. It looks like those two have made amends.
Yes, that is a relief.
If you understand each other's laments, then it's best to join together.
No one here is gonna point out the absurdity here, huh?
Said the flying cat with thighs thicker than their own head. Puck grumbles to himself as we all consolidate and shake each other's hands.
It's better if we all got along.
I'm Sailor Mercury.
Yeah, I think so too. Now then, let's put an end to our little playdate.
Right. To start, it seems Miss Amelia is starting to understand my Mel.
Getting Mel? Getting Mel? Getting Mel?
Yes. Melty really is a kind girl.
Getting sentimental, man?
Oh, no, not at all. It's nothing worth mentioning. I still have much to work on to improve. Really? You must be a hard worker then. I can't say why, but your praying earlier really moved me.
I don't think they'll have any trouble accepting Tiga, considering Lagunica is a melty pot of culture.
What do I do, Tiga? Miss Amelia is really good at giving compliments.
Reciprocating her compliments would be a good place to start, Mel.
You're right. Okay, got it. Miss Amelia, your hair and eye color are so pretty. Really? Thank you. Subaru often compliments me like that, too. Your voice is also incredibly calming, and you're really beautiful. Really? Subaru says that too, but I'm happy to hear that, even if you are just flattering me. Subaru's already beaten me to the punch!
Now that you mention it, I've even complimented Mealy's insides too.
Amelia is a top-tier girl because the organs inside help her maintain her health. Can you give me the Malibu? No. No. No.
So thank you yet again, Mealy's internal organs, for making her cute today, too.
Did you forget about that line? You recorded that.
You almost sound as crazed as that bow hunter.
Don't compare me to that lunatic! She only cares about internal organs!
Have you met her? Such a frightening criminal.
Yes. We ran into one another in the royal capital a while ago. Subaru and I were in grave danger.
Not only that, my stomach was split open, but now's not the time to get into that. Let's get back to discussing Mealy's internals. I wouldn't want to scare Melty either.
I remember hearing of that incident. It would seem the royal capital is a rather dangerous place. Having such dangerous criminals wandering around, as well as knowing of the plot to interfere with the royal selection.
Interfere with the royal selection.
That came up at the royal castle. If I recall, you guys are the ones who encountered that man?
Yeah, he's a crazy guy wearing a robe and mask. He's really buff, too. You seem to know a lot of people around here. Does anyone like that ring any bells?
I wouldn't want to know someone like that in the first place. If I did know someone who dressed like that, I'd tell them to stop.
Yeah, I guess you would.
I try to lead Tiga on with my question, but he remains as poised as ever in his response. If he's hiding something while staying so composed, then he's a pretty good liar. Would one of you be willing to toss this in the fridge? I didn't want to bug you while you were doing groceries, but...
You be careful too, Melty. If he's targeting royal candidates, then you're in just as much danger. Huh? Oh, you're right. But the same goes for you, Miss Amelia.
Thank you.
I'll be fine.
Right
I may
now?
not look it, but I actually
I'm
have insanely
streaming.
strong muscles.
Boasting about your muscles
please
instead
put
of your
this in the
magical
fridge?
prowess is totally EMA.
Thank you.
What about you guys? Melty doesn't look particularly strong, but...
Don't worry. I'll protect Mel. I'm fairly confident in my abilities.
Okay, that previous conversation fucked me up so much that... What are you doing?
I need your hand as a weight.
That before he actually said abilities, I read that line as, don't worry, I'll protect Mel. I'm fairly confident in my insides.
Huh. Is that right?
At the very least, my skills make me competent enough to serve as Mel's knight.
Although?
The knights of the other royal candidates, I doubt I could ever stand up to the likes of the Sword Saint or the Finest.
Sword Saint and the Finest. You mean Reinhardt and...
The finest of knights refers to Sir Julius, Miss Anastasia's knight.
I know. I didn't forget or anything.
Julius can also use the spiritual arts like me.
That creep's copying Mealy again.
He's a copycat?
No, it takes quite a long time to synchronize with a spirit.
Where I'll say, imagine every time you mentioned Return by Death, your nuts got hit with a rubber mallet. I'm pretty sure it'd only take 2 times before you learned, via pure muscle memory, not to talk about it.
It's not something you can just copy so easily. You and the spirit you connect with have to get along really well. So I was lied to?
Anyway, I'm just saying I can hold my own. Not to mention, should the need arise, Mel can use healing magic.
There was one time that my dorm mate in college threw a hacky sack from the top of a bunk bed down onto the floor and hit me square in my nuts, and for a solid year after that, I was afraid of hacky sacks.
Well, my healing magic only offers a small repose. Really? I'm not very good with healing magic at all. Serving as a nun here, everyone comes to the church's services for various reasons, so I happened to pick it up before I knew it. When it comes to injuries or illnesses, I could at least ease the suffering a bit with my healing magic. And that's how you learned healing magic. That's really admirable.
Why does rhubarb taste like that? It's like... It's Sour Patch celery. Rhubarb is Sour Patch celery. Melty lightly scratches her cheek, but her response is filled with unease. I imagine it has something to do with everything she's seen so far.
People praying at the church for their injuries and illnesses to heal.
Oh, they must be Republicans. I'm sure many were beyond recovery by any normal methods, and came seeking aid in the only place they could think of to offer such help. I'm curious just how much she's been able to help with what little she says she can do, though. Her opinion of her abilities must come from that self-awareness. Honestly,
That must have been tough.
You're right about that.
Tiga agrees to my mumblings. If Tiga could understand me from just that, he must be a good judge of character. No, I'm sure that, in this case, Tiga must have felt the same way countless times before. That sense of helplessness of not being able to ease the mind of the girl he likes.
The church has taken care of me since I was young, and much has happened since then. But I never thought they'd have me do something so important as join the royal selection.
You didn't plan on participating at first?
No. Miss Amelia, may I ask you something?
Of course. If it's something I can answer.
Miss Amelia, why did you decide to participate in the royal selection?
Arthur, I was hoping that when my wife said she was buying rhubarb, it was because she was gonna make a rhubarb pie. Like, I love every berry pie under the sun and rhubarb pie.
What do you wish to accomplish by being the next ruler of the Kingdom of Lagunica?
Melty is basically asking about what drives Amelia to participate. Something necessary for all the candidates to push them forward. Cruce, Anastasia, Priscilla, Felt, Melty, and of course, Amelia. Everyone who's come to the royal capital as royal candidates isn't doing it just because they're qualified. As for Amelia's reasoning, I witnessed that during another loop back at the royal castle.
You complimented me about it before, but my hair and eye color stand out a lot, don't you think? My appearance and my birthplace. Various aspects of my existence have many people terrified of me, but I don't mind it. I have Puck with me, and others who are willing to help me out along the way. However, the world is filled with people who can't speak out, or remain ignored, right? I want to speak up and bring attention to those people.
Raise your standards, Arthur. You can do so much better.
Are you referring to the conflict between humans and demi-humans?
Resolving conflicts between bloodlines isn't my only goal, but it is one of many things I want to do something about. If such an opportunity presents itself in the form of the royal selection, then I want to do my best.
Every time they open their mouths, I'm convinced that this is actually just a play put on by the White Rabbits.
Of course, that's not a ruler's only duty.
This is a what-if scenario
still
being
have much
acted
to
out by
learn
the
and
rabbits
study.
after they ate the world.
Miss Amelia,
Amelia smiles as she tells Melty about her motives for joining the royal selection, overwhelming everyone in the room. She's not the best at public speaking, and her policies may not be so concrete. No thanks. But one can just feel the sincerity packed behind each of her words.
Thank you for
Take
the
your
valuable
boots off.
conversation.
What are you, born in a barn?
Mel, you should thank her too.
Oh, yes. Miss Amelia? Thank you very much for telling us your thoughts on the matter. I wonder if it was alright for someone like me to hear of your motivations.
So you're giving me permission to fart in the bedroom then?
Why not? I'm doing my best to become the next ruler. But is that not a normal question to ask in this situation? I think anyone would be curious. It is quite alright for you to ask.
No, Shmushko. The ReZero dub is canceled. It didn't sell enough. In fact, they are in the process of collecting all the DVDs that anyone ever bought. There's a buyback program. You can get the same price that you paid for it back, and they're gonna burn all of the DVDs. They're just getting rid of it. The dub never existed. They're gonna start over from scratch. It's gonna be rebranded as Larry McClary and the Crazy World Adventure. Coming soon to Nickelodeon. I don't know if they'll let me reprise my role, but I'm hoping they'll at least give me a shot. Yeah.
I see.
What about you, Melty?
Huh?
I'd like to ask you the same question. Why are you participating in the royal selection, Melty? What is it you wish to do as the next ruler?
Me?
Yes?
Melty's voice trails off as she hangs her head at Amelia, returning the question to her. Excuse me. Confused, Amelia tilts her own head in response. Then,
I see you're all having a little get-together. May I join you? I apologize for butting in while you have visitors.
Sakura?
That's right. The one and only. It's been a few days since we last saw each other, Subaru, Rem. As for Miss Amelia...
I agree, Giga. I think it's a dumb move, too. Burning that much plastic and that many CDs is gonna release so many harmful pollutants into the atmosphere. But, you know, anime was a mistake, so sometimes you just have to take the lesser of two evils.
We haven't talked since you last came to visit us at the manor. Thank you for going out of your way to do so.
Oh no, that was just part of the job. But this is a surprise. To think while I was out, Miss Amelia would come visit us at the church. I have some terrible timing.
They are planning on trying again, your favorite Mike, but I think they're gonna go with an animal cast. It's gonna be like Milo and Otis, or what was it? Homeward Bound. Subaru's gonna be played by a Dachshund, and I think Amelia is gonna be a Budgie.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. We did suddenly barge our way in here.
Miss Amelia went to the trouble of coming here to greet Mel as a fellow competitor in the royal selection.
Oh my, how scary. Is this a declaration of war?
Yes, Otto will be played by a malnourished corgi.
Sakura, we're going to do our best and compete alongside one another. So I suppose it could be seen that way.
Betelgeuse is a Sphinx cat with mange.
Personally, I prefer a more charming term than declaration of war. Treating it like a competition or sporting event is much more peaceful than a fight for the throne.
When I think of people vying for a throne, I imagine lots of family members bickering, and someone randomly saying Hodor for some reason. I don't want this to turn into a situation like that. Every candidate has their own visions for the kingdom, and are filled with conviction on seeing them carried out. And yet...
I understand where you're coming from, Subaru. But that would be rather difficult. Among the 6 royal candidates, one of them is an imposter after all.
Yeah, I'm pretty wary about that too.
No. I believe Natsuki will be played by an Australian mammal. That way they can keep his name as Subaru.
Wary? What do you mean?
The only reason a 6th candidate has appeared is because they had a dragon insignia that chose them. But that doesn't necessarily mean there are only 5 people who are qualified. So...
Subaru,
Tiga?
I understand what you want to say, but I won't let you say it here. This is the Transcendent Dragon Church. We will not allow you to presume that the Dragonstone forged by the Holy Dragon Volcanica is mistaken.
Sorry.
Tiga's eyes narrow at me accusingly, and I immediately repent for almost letting something so careless slip out. I should just go back to safer things like commenting on Amelia's insides.
Now, let's stop all this squabbling. Like Tiga said, we can't have such discussions here. As well, it is almost time for your daily prayer, Melty.
Daily prayer?
Ah yes, that's right. Above all, Melty is a sister of the Transcendent Dragon Church. Even before her being a royal candidate, she actually has quite a bit of work she needs to tend to around here.
Oh, I see. Then I apologize for staying so long.
No, it's okay. Talking to you like this has eased my mind greatly, Miss Amelia. Would you mind talking with me again sometime soon?
Yes, of course. I would love to talk to you more, Melty.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Melty smiles at Amelia's answer. There was a slight hiccup at the end of our conversation there, but
at least for now, we were able to meet with a candidate like we planned.
I also accomplished my own goal, suspecting Melty and Tiga. I think I was able to get over that hurdle too.
She was really nice.
Yeah, I figured you two would hit it off.
I had no worries about that. They got along well in the other loops too. However, it did remind me of something.
I would feel awful no matter who the imposter is.
It would mean that one of the other candidates besides Amelia has been scheming, deceiving, lying, manipulating, and laughing at us. But if I'm being honest, are any of the candidates capable of such a thing? I don't think so at all.
Subaru, is something wrong? Is it about finding the fake candidate?
Guess I can't hide anything from you, Rem. To be honest, I'm not sure what's going on.
Rem accompanied you to meet with all the candidates.
Okay,
None appeared to be
Maple
hiding
Story
anything.
players, doesn't this music sound a little bit like one of the soft forest themes? While I open the door, doesn't this sound like a Maple Story chill tune? I think it's the piano notes. It's the do 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 do.
Rem thinks that perhaps an imposter does not even exist.
Even you, huh? It'd be great if that turned out to be true.
A royal selection where 6, not the intended 5, compete. There's only throne. There's only throne! Then who was thrown? So the outcome would be the same no matter how many competed. This part. This is the Maple Story part. You know what it reminds me of? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So why don't they just start the royal selection with all 6 of the candidates?
As Sir Tiga stated, the Transcendent Dragon Church would not have it as such.
You mean the dragon stone left by the Holy Dragon, right? That prophecy is absolute, huh?
Maybe it's just me who doesn't understand anything. The guy who only has faith when it's convenient for me.
I thought you made a good observation, Subaru.
Mealy?
Tiga may have stopped you, but I thought you were really onto something about us being chosen by the dragon insignia.
Perhaps the Dragonstone is implying that at least 5 candidates are required, which means there's no contradiction.
So this time it started out with 5, but a 6 just so happened to be chosen. Wouldn't that be so nice and peaceful?
Yeah, I think so too. That'd be great. It really would, but...
Even if that was true, who would we need to convince to begin the royal selection as things are now?
The person with the highest rank is the one with the discretionary powers. Now that they're gone, we're trying to appoint their replacement.
It's like one big circle. Even if I put a lot of thought into something, it won't change what's actually happening.
When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. At least, that's what a famous detective once said.
Is that a Detective Conan reference? I feel like that's a reference to something. Is that Sherlock Holmes?
I see. That person must have had it really tough too.
I suppose they did.
Because they put so much thought into it. They were probably the first to reach that answer. However, it could be a sad thing to be the first one to realize it.
I never thought about it that way.
All historical quotes forever should just be attributed to Abraham Lincoln. All of them. No matter what's being talked about or how old it is, all historical quotes were made by Abraham Lincoln. A great detective is the first one to uncover the truth, even if they don't want to know it. That means they'd be the first to regret finding it out.
Being sad is an unpleasant feeling. I hope they did not end up going through such pain.
That's right. Give me your favorite Abraham Lincoln quote right now. Rem agrees with Amelia as the 3 of us solemnly look at the sky. My favorite Abraham Lincoln quote is, "And then the Fire Nation attacked." The world is being painted a faint orange, coloring us in its glow as well. Night comes after the sun sets. Everything loses its luster, a cold darkness covering it all.
Ugh, stop it! This is no time to get all sappy.
You startled me. What are you going on about all of a sudden?
I'm saying it's time for a change. Everything looks worse when you're all gloomy. We gotta stay positive. Rem, what about Rom Rom and Roswell?
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Abraham Lincoln, 1953.
Right. Seeing as they still need to talk about the royal selection, I doubt they have yet returned from the royal castle.
Alright then. Let's go stuff our faces.
Stuff our faces. Are we going somewhere to eat?
All the...
Abraham Lincoln,
7 years ago, all the loyalists do is eat hot chip and lie. Vote for my party.
Yeah, a full stomach gets rid of all your worries. And maybe we may have a chance encounter.
Right after Abraham Lincoln won the election.
Whew, it gets really packed at night.
Steps up to the podium.
My fellow Americans, in this moment, I am euphoric. My opponent is looking kinda sus.
Benjamin Franklin in the back. Ah! Among Us!
Oh, this place.
Yeah, you know it, Rem. The atmosphere is a bit different now than it is during the day.
Just imagine a slightly overweight Ben Franklin, like, fixing his glasses going, Among Us! I can't focus thinking about Ben Franklin freaking out over.
Only two things are guaranteed
In life, death and Red being sus. Give me liberty, or give me first try card swipe. The atmosphere of the tavern now is, well, like night and day, literally. But knowing that it's more, Ben Franklin walks into the voting hall.
Ben, what are you doing? I want to make sure everyone gets an equal chance of voting.
Body pillows are inanimate objects, Ben. They're not allowed to vote. Plus, this is pre-1776. Women don't even have rights yet.
Damn it, I knew I should have been gay.
Is the food here good? Oh, and no alcohol. Puck's rules.
Don't worry. I'd never have a cute drunk Amelia in a public setting like this.
Amelia and Rem can't hold their alcohol very well. Their faces turn red and expose their cuteness right away. I'd never let them get carried away like that here.
But wait, maybe seeing you two being so cute could melt anyone's heart? What if the surefire way to win the royal selection is...
I don't know what you're talking about, but you've got that look on your face when you have weird thoughts.
Subaru is still so charming, even when he thinks about weird things. But while I truly wish to continue gazing at Subaru, I have found them.
Found them? Rem, were you looking for someone?
Yes. Rem can see right through Subaru's plans.
I read that as pants.
Wow, so reliable. So, who did you find?
There, at the table in the back.
In the back? Good evening. May we sit here too?
Oh my. What an unexpected visitor.
Miss Amelia, it has been quite some time.
Yes, it has been a while, Julius. Anastasia as well. I'm sorry for my sudden intrusion.
Julius, why is your hair colored like someone dumped only a quarter of a packet of Kool-Aid into a pitcher of water?
It's fine, it's fine. So, you were called here too, Amelia?
Yes. I received a letter from Subaru and Rem regarding the postponement of the royal selection.
Yo, Anastasia! Great night to share a table.
Excuse us.
I expected Natsuki and Rem to be with you. Still though, what kind of greeting is that?
Boy, am I glad you happen to be here. I know you come here for lunch, but I didn't know if you came for dinner too.
I don't normally frequent this place so often, but Mimi and the others keep talking it up, and Julius was getting all pouty overhearing them.
Miss Anastasia, using such an expression will only give rise to misunderstandings. I simply thought that a tavern that Mimi and the others know, and one within the royal capital no less, could pose a safety issue if I'm not also aware of it.
Alejandro does such a good fucking job as Julius. Like, both voices for Julius were great, but like, you know, at first I compared Alejandro to the previous voice of like, did he match the original voice well? But once I let go of that thought, like, just listen to how he gives Julius this regal air without doing the typical posh voice. Just listen.
I simply thought that a tavern that Mimi and the others know, and one within the royal capital no less, could pose a safety issue if I'm not also aware of it.
You can tell that he's regal without it sounding like he's being regal. It's so good.
You're making a lot of excuses trying to cover the fact that you actually just don't like being left out, aren't you?
Again, that explanation only causes misunderstandings.
Really? You're so cute, Julius.
Look at you, getting compliments from Mealy. You think you're so cute with that face, huh?
You have a problem with my face? What exactly do you expect me to do about it?
Go into the corner, roll up into a ball, and cover your eyes and ears.
But then I wouldn't be able to fulfill my duties as a knight. While my most trusted would certainly have my back, you are unfortunately not among them.
That's fine. I don't see myself getting along with you anyway.
What's going on, you two? You seem to be hitting it off.
Oh, I just happened to fart, and I'm trying to fan it in Subaru's direction. With this, you little motherfucker.
Subaru, stop that! Don't snap at Julius like that.
Don't try to stop me, Mealy. This is a man's fight, and I ain't backing down. Also, keep some more distance from that guy. If he gets the chance, he'll slobber all over that cute little hand of yours, Mealy.
I see. It appears you are trying to insult me. In that case, I am prepared to put my honor on the line and request a duel in order to clear my name.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to fight me? Don't try it. It would be like a bully picking on a weakling.
Huh. So you have that much confidence in your ability?
You're the one who's gonna be bathing in the blood of your enemies you regret beating me up.
So that's what you meant.
Subaru's saying, don't fight me because you're gonna feel bad when you beat the shit out of me.
If you wish to fight Subaru, Rem will fight in his place.
That's what we call power bottom energy.
While I doubt I could win against Sir Julius the Finest, I can at least return his blows.
If something ever happens to Rem, I won't just sit by and remain silent.
Huh? Is that only if something happens to Rem? What about me, Mealy?
You should properly repent for your actions. Go on now, apologize to Julius.
Damn you, Julius.
Have I done anything to you? If I were at fault, I would certainly apologize.
You know, I can tell that he would make for a good Roman emperor because anytime Amelia walks in front of him, Julius sees her.
Oh, good grief. What's with you two? Are you trying to make me die of laughter here? Oh, is that the plan then? You eliminate me from the royal selection, then reap the rewards? Oh my. You're a naughty girl, Amelia. Hiding such devious plans underneath that innocent face of yours.
What? You misunderstand. I only wanted to get along with you.
Oh, Mealy, she's just kidding around. It's her own style of joking.
Huh? Really?
Of course. But couldn't you let me lead her on a little more before revealing that, Natsuki?
Sorry, Anastasia. I'm Mealy's loyal servant. I always act with Mealy in mind.
That sucks.
A fine way of thinking. It seems even you understand chivalry.
I wasn't talking to you!
What?
Quit making me laugh so much. Oh my. Though, I do feel better after what happened today.
What happened?
Well, I suppose I could tell you. I'm sure you'll be told eventually anyway. We were called to the royal castle today by the Council of Wise Men.
Could that be...
It's similar to what Cruche said, right?
Oh, so you already heard about it? Sheesh. Cruche can be kind of, how do I put it? A bit too broad-minded at times. Well, I guess there's no sense hiding it then. But being interrogated one after the other, it's an unpleasant method to get information out of us. I understand what they're trying to do, though, so I didn't dare say anything uncouth in return.
So the Council of Wise Men is working hard to expose the imposter.
The kingdom's future is on the line, after all. It's only reasonable they would be involved.
Taking the opponent's side again? Just who are you more loyal to?
I am loyal to securing the future of the kingdom, and to you, Miss Anastasia.
My, you're quite skilled at evading the question. In that case, you'll just need to work harder so I come out on top.
You two get along really well.
That's right. We're quite close with one another. But doesn't the same go for you and Natsuki?
Oh, Subaru isn't actually my servant or anything like that.
Rest well, Wicked.
Mealy's demoted me again!
I always say that. You're employed by Roswell, so you aren't my personal attendant.
Alright.
That sounds pretty complicated.
Subaru is a complicated individual. It is what makes him so wonderful.
Listening to Rem makes me think you really are a wonderful person, Natsuki. How awful.
Yes, he is awe-inspiring.
I feel like you both mean different things here.
Anyway, why did you come here, Miss Amelia? This is the sort of establishment someone of your stature wouldn't simply drop by.
You calling her short?
Has something happened?
Oh, we were just stopping by for dinner. Is that weird?
Well, I also agree that eating at cheap restaurants doesn't suit Mealy. But I'd say the same thing to you guys.
In the first place, it's strange for royal candidates and their knights to frequent normal taverns around the city.
Subaru, is something wrong?
No, it's just that, including you, Rem, this group really increases the ratio of beautiful people here. Even if we're not trying to stand out, it's hard not to.
If you think so, then you just sit down and order something. Why are you standing there and talking to us?
You're right. Mind if we shared this table then?
Isn't it a little late to ask that?
Right. Thanks. Mealy, come sit next to me.
Yes, thank you.
What?
I am remaining silent. If I were to speak my mind right now, it would only irritate you.
Well, you might as well go ahead and spit it out.
It's customary to draw the chair for a person of higher rank, so I'm merely confused about your rank.
Shut up!
But you asked me.
Anyway, back to what Julius asked earlier. What did you really come here for?
Huh? I just said we wanted to eat.
Well, the jig is up, so no use in hiding it anymore. We came to see you, Anastasia. It was a gamble whether you'd actually be here, though.
Really? Is that what you meant about it being a chance encounter? You could have just said so.
I just didn't want you to be disappointed if she wasn't here, Mealy. It'd suck if you were let down because of
I'm
that.
very grateful that I'm not having to speak as many lines as I did last time.
I wouldn't get mad over something like that. But I do appreciate the consideration.
Isn't it? It's a hamburger? Hamburger? It's not hamburger. Hamgerbler?
Thanks to you, Anastasia and I are able to talk like this.
Hambolgar, yes.
Well, if we're just going to chat over a meal, you can count me in anytime.
Tell me, chat, what's your favorite food, but you have to totally butcher the spelling of it.
However, should you have any other reason to chat, I'd like to know in advance so I can prepare.
Prepare?
That's not like you, Anastasia. Aren't you the type of person who has multiple contingency plans in case anything happens?
Sweet Shea, Chimkin, Parmesan, Paschetti, Pizzazz, Lupizza, Frid Kitchen, French Frizzes, Lasanga.
Someone who expects the unexpected?
Mine is definitely Macedonia and chess.
I'm honored you think so highly of me, and I certainly won't deny that.
Tekos.
But I'd never want to face anything head-on without being fully prepared.
Philip
That would be
Minjin.
less than ideal. Even I get nervous when someone appears out of nowhere and wishes to talk to me.
Enchildandas. Bonap the teeth.
You really talk yourself up. You're a real character,
Barbecue
Anastasia.
chicken. Marconian chest. Yokisobo.
I don't wish to put you on the spot, so I'll speak openly. I don't want us royal candidates to become suspicious of each other, or antagonize one another. If possible, I'd like for us all to be friends. But if that's too much to ask, I'd at least like for us to cooperate.
I especially
in some way.
like raspberry plat tats.
So,
Mate buens.
You want to be on good terms with me as well.
What up, Sonic?
Is that what you are requesting?
is that not possible?
Beant fnubel sburfer.
So you're that kind of person, are you? You're pretty shifty.
Huh?
I thought you would be more aggressive in using your charm and gentle demeanor, but it seems I was wrong.
I'm a big fan of Hakachaka.
You're talking about her like she's a succubus. I mean, a succubus melee would be pretty amazing. Wait, no, that wouldn't be so bad.
Tum to the
Not
soap.
bad at all.
McRonald's.
What are you
Rebar.
going on about now?
In other words, Miss Amelia is asking for our cooperation. Besides, you wish for an alliance with Miss Anastasia, yes?
If that means we can have better relations, yes.
You're talking about her like she's a succubus. I mean, a succubus melee would be pretty amazing. Wait, no, that wouldn't be so bad. Not bad at all.
You really are a troublesome girl.
Anastasia narrows her eyes, staring straight back at Amelia. What kind of thoughts could be swirling around? Have you ever just looked at someone and thought, what is going on inside their head?
It's not that bad a suggestion. After all, you don't think Mealy is the fake candidate, right?
That's right. I can admit to that.
Then let's think positively about this. We don't believe you're the mastermind behind the scheme to disrupt the royal selection either.
And why is that?
Huh?
What leads you and Amelia to believe that I'm not the imposter?
Simply put, it's because she and I were attacked by Wolf in another loop. But that happened in a time that no longer exists here. So I can't use that to explain why I think she's the real deal. In the end,
Intuition.
Subaru, that's stretching it much too far.
Quiet, you! Intuition is intuition. It just came to me. I knew at first glance that she could be trusted. That's all there is to it.
So forceful. A bold statement relying on one's intuition. Subaru is very decisive. Rem is quite impressed.
Anastasia? If you could accept that as our answer, then...
Miss Anastasia?
Oh, you're too funny, Natsuki. So, in the end, you rely on your intuition. Everything up to that point was so well thought out, so the sudden shift to something so illogical was pretty shifty.
Shifty? Did you hear that? She called you Shifty too, Subaru?
You look so cute finding out how similar we are, Mealy. EMA.
Oh, that was a riot. But intuition is fine. In the end, I also rely on mine when I make important decisions.
So, what does your intuition say now? About joining forces with us? With Mealy?
I said so earlier, but I don't suspect Amelia of being the imposter. So I think there's some value cooperating with each other.
Really?
Now, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm simply saying it's worth consideration. Our opponent is a fake royal candidate, a dangerous enemy aiming to disrupt the royal selection. Solidarity is pretty important to have here. However...
Anastasia cuts herself off, holding a firm stare at Amelia. She's clearly hesitant, even if she doesn't put it into words. I immediately understand why she's so reluctant to join hands with Amelia. the existence of the witch cult. They'll make their move once it's known to the public that Amelia is participating in the royal selection. It won't just be the manor in harm's way, but the royal capital too. Forming an alliance means our allies will potentially be put in danger too. The dangerous ideas the witch cult had for half-elves were an unchanging thing in this world.
Just a little more.
Rem?
Miss Anastasia may consider the proposal if she were to be given the right incentive. However, what could...
We have to present her with something valuable. It has to be something valuable enough to equal the threat of being targeted by the witch cult. If I could make that clear.
Anastasia, just between us, I've got a plan that could make you even richer than you already are.
Are you familiar with the word tendies?
You're quite the comedian. What's this all of a sudden? Do you think sweet talk will win me over?
Well, you've heard of Royal Capital, right? What if I told you they had an opponent, first name Melvin Capital?
No. I just thought that the reason you're so hesitant to join us is because you're calculating the risks versus the rewards, right? I figured I should appeal to that.
Miss Anastasia is an experienced chairwoman. Do you really think you could interest her in some scheme of yours?
I do! Well, I can't say that for sure just yet, but at least hear me out. You don't lose out by just listening to what I have to say, right?
It's not like I don't get a lot of sales pitches like this. And besides, this is between Natsuki and me. I'll at least lend you an ear.
See, that's why I know that I'm a good fit for this whole GameStop thing. I'm a veteran Smash player. I've spent years holding on to my stocks.
Hey, Subaru, are you sure you should be doing this?
Don't worry, Mealy. Between the radio calisthenics and the mayonnaise, I'm sure I can convince her somehow.
It's true, we wouldn't have mayonnaise if it weren't for you telling us about it in the first place. Okay, I understand.
What's up, Madeline?
Man, mayo is a pretty big part of the trust toward me, huh? But anyway, here's what I was thinking.
The VTech stock will be after I cash out of my current stocks. Nico Tiffy.
This evening, I was planning on unveiling something. I call it a lottery.
Lotteries are received well in other worlds. I'm confident in that based on my experience in the first loop. The leader of the merchants seemed to take quite a liking to it anyway. Or at least, as much as I took quite a liking to him. Hubba. If that wasn't him just indulging me in my idea, then there's a chance Anastasia will bid at this chance. That's just how merchants are, after all.
So then, the organizers divvy up the pot among the winners and keep the rest of it as profit. This won't really work without any funds to give out, and you'll need someone trustworthy to pay out the winners. But you fulfill all those conditions, Anastasia. At least I think so. But what about you? Was it worth listening to? Anastasia?
She remained silent for quite some time, making me worry even more if I screwed up somewhere. After a long wait.
Interesting.
Huh?
I've heard of this before. A long time ago. Such an endeavor existed when Hoshin was still alive.
Hoshin is...
Hoshin of the Wastes was the hero who founded the city-state of Kararagi, as well as the basis for Miss Anastasia's family name.
Yep, that's who we're named after. Anyway, Natsuki, you called this a lottery? I think I've read documents before calling what Hoshin did the same exact thing.
Huh? What?
The documents recounting Hoshin's legacy left behind in Kararagi. While an interesting subject, what's most curious is, Subaru, how did you learn of this? Moreover, you've passed along this information to Miss Anastasia, who has taken the great hero's name. I can only assume there's some other meaning to all of this.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to play out like this.
This is bad. I really did screw up. I don't know how, but it's like I've stepped on a landmine. They say some ancient dude thought of the same thing in the past, but how was I supposed to know? I never thought they'd consider this a provocation either.
I apologize if we said anything out of place.
Miss Amelia.
But I can assure you that Subaru does not harbor any ill intent. He always does his utmost, so I apologize if there are any misunderstandings. Please, forgive us.
Mealy.
No need to worry. It's true I was surprised, but there'd be no point in provoking me here of all places. I simply see it as an amusing coincidence. However, I commend you for coming across such coincidences.
Miss Anastasia, does that mean...
Natsuki, your lottery idea is a good one. I thank you deeply for sharing it with me. But implementing such a system would still be rather difficult, even for someone like me.
I feel relieved, but surprised that even you would have trouble with it. It might be tough to make happen, but I know you of all people understand that nothing ever comes to fruition so easily.
Of course. I do have the confidence to say that if I started it in Kararagi, it would be received very well. But this is the kingdom of Lagunica. The Hoshin company doesn't have a solid foothold here yet. Considering the scale and labor needed to implement it, it's currently no more than a fleeting dream. That's why after Hoshin died, no one has been able to pull it off.
Hearing that makes me groan at such a tough prospect. Bringing modern knowledge with me here doesn't always equate to immediate major profit. It just makes me realize how much more history there is here than I've come to realize. At this rate, nothing will happen. But the moment I think that...
Huh? That's...
All right, that's enough for you. You've had too much for one night.
Please leave me be. I'm totally finished now, for real.
Jeez, you're hopeless.
Yeah, that's right. I'm completely hopeless. I used all my money to buy some high-quality oil. I was gonna bring it all to Gusteco and make it big. Well, I was supposed to anyway.
Yeah, heard it all before. The northern border's closed off, right? Tough luck. Why not exchange it all for something more profitable here?
Now it's time to move on to an auto topic!
It's not that easy. Besides, I've only got the oil on me. If I take it back, then... everyone will see my blunder. Even if I try to recover a fraction of what I lost out on, they'll just take advantage of me and I'll really be in the red. Oh, I'm done for now. It's too much to handle.
Guys, it's Venti! It's Venti from Genshin Impact!
If this is the end of the line for me, I'd at least like to have some peace of mind. So give me another.
You've already had enough to knock out 5 full-grown men. I guess being able to hold down your drinks isn't always a good thing. But here.
Even when I try to drown myself, I can't even get drunk.
You seem to be in a pretty tough spot. What exactly happened to you?
Whose mysterious voice could that belong to?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing. It's just that my entire life is over.
Let me control Otto. Let me see the rest of the story from Otto's perspective.
Lux abandoned me and now I'm here. Such is the story of my life.
So that's why you're so desperate. Which means you've got nothing left to lose, right?
Huh? What are you trying to say?
Simple, really. We'll save you, and you save us.
We went that entire day doing nothing but pushing A.
Good morning, Subaru. Did you sleep well?
Morning, Mealy. Yeah, I slept like a log. All my hard work today will open up a path for you, after all. I need to give it everything I've got.
I see. That's true. But don't be too reckless. It's better if nothing happens along the way.
Yeah, I know. But
I want to overdo it for Amelia. That's my true feeling.
Well, she'd just get mad if I said that. So I'll stay quiet for now.
Please do not worry, Miss Amelia. No matter what happens, I will not allow a single finger to be laid upon Subaru.
Oh, Rem. Morning.
Don't worry, Subaru. Your virginity will remain intact for as long as I see fit.
I didn't really ask for that, but...
Yes, good morning. You are as dignified as ever, Subaru.
Am I? I guess I'm more composed with my sense of duty.
Huh. Do not get so carried away.
Rom.
Do be moderate, Baruzu. Fools who slacken their resolves are the first to die on the battlefield. Though it is a waste to tell you such things.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying I'm constantly slacking? Rom, your comments are...
An exaggeration. If that is what you honestly believe, you are far better off staying at the inn. It would be less of a burden on Rem and I's shoulders.
Well...
Don't worry about it too much, Subaru. Rom is just in a bad mood. She'll be away from Roswell since she can't come with us to the Royal Castle.
Miss Amelia.
Don't make such a scary face, Rom. If you're so worried about Subaru, you can just tell him and he'll understand.
Rom, are you really worried about me?
Disgusting.
Disgusting?
That is just Sister's way of expressing her affection, Subaru.
In what kind of primitive culture is disgusting a way of expressing affection?
Just be quiet, Barusu. Regardless, Miss Amelia, about today's plans.
Yes, I know. Roswell and I were called to the Royal Castle, which means we'll be meeting with the Council of Wise Men.
The Council of Wise Men, huh? Mealy, about that.
Yes, I know. Roswell and I were called to the Royal Castle, which means we'll be...
Disgusting!
Oh, don't think about it too much. Crochet and Anastasia already told me what to expect. I hate being talked down to, but if I know the reason behind it going in, I can bear it.
In fact, I feel worse for the Council of Wise Men, wasting their time trying to hide a plan that we are already aware of.
It's kinda like finding out about a surprise party. I also see how stupid I was for taking that surprise seriously and getting mad at the Council of Wise Men.
Gotta switch gears here. Do your best, Mealy. I'll do what I can too.
Yes, of course I will. But will the rest of you really be okay? I'm sure there's no need to worry with Rom and Rem by your side, but...
As I said earlier, I will not let anyone harm Subaru in any way. Should anything happen, at least Subaru will be left unscathed.
Talk about a worst-case scenario. It's not good if I'm the only one who survives. We've all gotta make it out alive.
Today's planning is necessary for all of us to get through this royal selection situation. If someone were to end up a casualty because of it, I'd never be able to live it down. I'd rather die than let that happen.
That'd be really terrifying. So please, stay safe, Rem.
Yes, I shall do my best. If you are so worried about me, Subaru.
Of course I am. Same goes for Rom. Don't do anything reckless.
Pervert.
What's so obscene about that?
It seems you three really will be fine on your own. Then,
good morning. Is this where Miss Amelia is lodging?
Huh? We have a visitor?
And that voice just now.
Ah, Miss Amelia. Good morning.
Melty? Tiga? What are you doing here so early in the morning?
Good morning, Miss Amelia. I know we just spoke yesterday, so I apologize for the sudden visit.
No, that's fine, but... Is there something you need from me?
Yeah, it's so early, it must be something really bad. Don't tell me!
Yes?
Did that masked freak pay you a visit this time?
What? Really? Oh no.
We need to run away!
We must defeat him.
Miss Amelia.
No? But there's a bad man on the loose, right? So then...
We cannot allow you to be so reckless, Miss Amelia.
Oh...
How pathetic, Barusu.
Can we let Melty speak, please?
Running away is the best chance to avoid danger. Besides, if I said I'd fight, then...
You guys literally just co-opted her conversation topic.
You are so reckless, Barusu.
It doesn't matter what I say!
Anyway, can we explain ourselves now?
I'm sorry. So you're not here because you were chased away?
It's nothing serious. The guards have stepped up their patrols. Perhaps because of what Subaru said earlier. That suspicious man. A clown in a mask, was it? We haven't seen him at all, right, Mel? Mel?
Oh, yes, that's right, Tiga. And it's all thanks to Subaru.
Really? That's kinda embarrassing. But I'm glad I was able to gather enough info to alert everyone.
Still, I doubt this means we shouldn't be cautious. Wolf didn't seem like a pushover. He was only repelled by Rem and Al working together. His spiteful words as he left sent a shiver down my spine. A guy with feelings that extreme wouldn't abandon his target just because of a few more guards patrolling around.
Don't let your guard down, alright? Better safe than sorry.
I'll keep that in mind.
I have a suspicion, but I need another character's voice lines to show up first.
Well, if that's not why you've paid us a
I need to
visit,
compare.
then why have you come here? Is it more of a playdate?
No, Mealy. Of all things, they wouldn't just come here to play.
Actually, yes. That's exactly it.
Seriously?
Although, I think calling it a play date is rather misleading. You went to the trouble of visiting us yesterday, but we had to cut it short so Mel could say her daily prayer, remember? She felt so bad about that.
I wanted to talk to you some more, Miss Amelia. So I pestered Tiga into allowing me to visit you today.
So that's why you came to see her. You're more than welcome, but...
Right. I apologize, but to tell the truth, I've been summoned to the royal castle today. Ah, by the Council of Wise Men? Yes, so I need to get going soon. I'm so sorry. You went out of your way to come here. No, I'm the one who's sorry. This is divine retribution for barging in on someone without asking first.
The heavens must be quite prepared to so readily hand out punishment.
I'd hate to live under a heaven that punishes you for trying to be thoughtful.
Regardless, I do see that this was bad timing. Are you all going to accompany Miss Amelia then?
No, only Miss Amelia and Lord Roswell will be heading to the royal castle. Rem and everyone else have another matter to tend to.
Oh? Something of higher priority than escorting Miss Amelia to the royal castle?
I don't like the way you said that. There's a method to our madness, and it might just benefit the entire royal capital.
Everyone in the royal capital, you say?
Sounds interesting. Do you mind telling us?
Let's see. Should I, Mealy?
I don't think there's any reason we should keep quiet about it. You're not the type to keep secrets from your friends anyway, right, Subaru?
Alright, then with Mealy's permission... Tiga?
Huh? What's up?
Seeing as you came here with Melty, I assume you have time to spare today?
I wouldn't say I have spare time, but I don't have any plans for now. Escorting Mel is my main duty.
That's perfect. Then do you want to join in?
Join in? In what?
It'd be troubling if you were suckering us into something dubious, like gambling. I'm a deeply devout man. Allegedly.
Devout people wouldn't say that. Anyway, it's rather simple. We might have a way to take out the Dusk Bandits. We were supposed to meet here.
Mr. Natsuki, over here!
Ah.
Over here! So, how did it go?
Hey, morning to you too. I had a good dream last night.
I see. That's great to hear. So, how did the business offer turn out?
Right, I'll introduce you. You met Rem yesterday, but this is her sister Rom.
Huh? Oh, yes, hello. No, wait, but before that...
Sure is some nice weather today. Definitely a good day for a picnic.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Is it that fun pushing my buttons?
I feel like I was born for this. Don't make me say something like that. It's so embarrassing.
That really is embarrassing. What a sad life.
You are so noisy with your complaints. Well, Barusu, what exactly is this?
Don't treat him like a thing. This guy's the key to everything.
He's a trader. His name's Otto. As of yesterday, he's on the verge of bankruptcy.
In other words, he is a merchant who lacks talent for the trade.
You sisters are so harsh. It may sound like I'm making excuses, but I have confidence in my skills.
I'm confident that I'm gonna go bankrupt.
I just had a bit of bad luck.
Nobody blames everything on bad luck as passionately as this guy.
Anyway, that's enough of my sob story. Mr. Natsuki, what about our promise?
Yeah, I know. I was just messing with you a bit. Here, this is the contract. Roswell's signature is right there.
Whoa! I'll read it over at once. There's no mistake. This is the real deal. I've done it. I finally sold off all that oil.
I've finally sold off all that oil. For you, Otto.
All that's left is to deliver it to the manor. Now then, that settles that matter.
Whew. Yes, thank you for your patronage. You really saved me. I owe you my life, Mr. Natsuki.
Takes out a knife. Good, because I'm gonna take it. What?
Your real savior is Lord Roswell. After all, he is the one who is paying you.
Well, I'd be happier if your debt of gratitude was toward Mealy, not me. Also,
yes, I know. What you requested yesterday.
I will be your girlfriend for tonight.
You kept your promise to buy my oil, so I'll keep my end of the bargain as well. With that said, excuse me, over here!
Mr. Otto, are they the ones?
Yes, they're the ones I mentioned. You require an escort, right?
Well, yes, that's true, but...
The young man eyes us uneasily. Well, I get how he feels. After all, he heard about strong guards. Instead, he sees me and a pair of maids.
I apologize for sounding rude, but I wasn't looking for servants.
I can still be one.
whoa, hang on. I get why you're so hesitant, but there's nothing to worry about. It's true that these two maids are highly skilled with housework, but they don't just cook and clean. Underneath those maid outfits, they're all-purpose sisters who guard over the manor.
I see.
I do not agree with how Barisu phrased it, but I cannot say he is in the wrong.
Yes, we will strive to meet Subaru's... no, your expectations.
I want him to fold his ears crisscross over his nose to cover his eyes.
I also take
like hoodie
responsibility
strings.
for recommending them. I think they'll serve you well.
Do you have any proof of that?
Go ahead and tell him yourself, Mr. Natsuki.
Yeah, it's simple, really. We won't be the only ones guarding you. Someone who can really hold their own will be joining us. I can vouch for their expertise.
Oh, you're already here, Subaru?
Thank you for the follows.
Yeah, we were waiting for you. You didn't get lost along the way, did you?
Don't worry, I'm not a child. Besides, your friend kinda stands out.
Friend.
He is referring to me, of course.
So you're here too, Julius.
That's quite the greeting. Miss Anastasia commanded me to be here, so how could I refuse?
Well, I guess since you're here, you better give it your all.
We were waiting for you to show.
That is what I intend on doing. Miss Anastasia will be rather pleased if we manage to settle everything today.
Yeah.
Mr. Natsuki, are they...
Shut up, husband, I'm talking.
That's right. There are extra protection today. As you can tell, they've got some skills.
I am sure I will be of some use to you.
If the finest is only of some use, I won't be much more help.
This is my favorite double date. I'm pretty sure I read a fan fiction about this exact scenario.
Don't worry, you're way more help than me. I don't even have a sword.
From left to right in this order: gay, homosexual, gay.
Is that supposed to inspire me?
Don't look so dejected. You said you'd help, but I start to worry when you look like that.
Well, what little power I have, I intend on using. If the Dusk Bandits should appear, we can't just ignore them.
What? Why does he have his hand like this? Like, Tiga's like, I present to you, Doggo. Doggo's like, yep, that's me.
I see. Then I have high hopes. By the way, what about Melty? How
Easy
did you
there,
convince
Lava.
her to stay behind?
Julie's over here like, more farts. More farts in Subaru's direction. Yes, I'm a spirit farts user. Whoosh.
Well...
It was pretty careless of me to bring up something so serious at the inn, after all. I feel bad for tearing you away from her, but what did you say?
At the inn, when Melty heard about us guarding the traders and the fact that the Dusk Bandits could appear, she had a pretty intense reaction.
She was incredibly persistent about wanting to help out. Even I could feel the pressure.
Yes, about that. I'm sorry if she alarmed you.
Well, I get how she feels. I have trouble stopping Mealy when she gets like that too. So...
I'm sorry I'm late!
Huh?
It took a while to prepare, but I'm totally ready now.
Wait, what? Melty?
Subaru, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself.
Imagine having a girl show up and your guy friend immediately stands less than 2 feet from your head going, what's going on? You wanna explain this? We gotta have a talk, buddy? Buddy, pal, friend, palio? What the fuck?
I'm the one who's confused here. Does this shocked face look like an act to you? Hey, Tiga, what's going on here?
You said it yourself. It's hard to talk Miss Amelia out of something when she sets her mind to it.
Yes.
My Mel is the same way.
Your hair smells pretty good, Subaru. Is that new perfume? New shampoo? Yeah. You just cleaned yourself, Subaru? really suck if that clean face got all dirty. You know, I've been fighting and I haven't had a chance to shower yet today, Subaru. My fists are pretty sweaty. Got some dirt on them, Subaru. You know what would happen if I punched you with these fists, right? That clean face would get all dirty. How about you explain yourself, Subaru? Before I mess up that pretty face. Subaru Natsuki.
That's no excuse. Taking Melty along with us is totally not okay.
Calm down, Subaru.
Yeah, calm down, buddy. Ignore the fact that I'm literally a foot and a half from your face. Just calm down, man. Relax. Chill out. Take a chill pill. Explain yourself.
How can I calm down? Say something about this!
I understand how you feel, but don't cause such a ruckus. Miss Melty is still just an ordinary person.
Now that I'm closer, my spirit farts will hit him for sure. There's no way he can dodge at this distance.
What?
With the royal selection postponed, the royal candidates have yet to be revealed to the public. If word of this spreads, anyone with reprehensible intentions may come out of the woodwork. For instance, that man in the mask.
I see. Your face may get on my nerves, but you make a really good point.
Ignoring your former remark, I am glad you understand. Now all that's left is...
Right. We have to convince Melty ourselves. It seems Tiga's pretty useless in that regard.
I apologize.
It's my responsibility as the one who asked you here. Melty, I have something to talk to...
I'm Melty, one of those helping you out today. I'll do my best not to cause any trouble.
Oh, yes. No, not at all. I'd like to say the same to you. I'm much obliged.
Blushy doggo!
Yes, I look forward to working together.
He's hopeless.
The way Melty is liked by everyone is what makes her so adorable.
Goodness. It seems this journey won't be easy.
I'll do my very best not to hold you back. I'm excited to work with everyone.
Yes, likewise. We will be counting on you, since you specialize in healing magic.
I'm still no match compared to more experienced healers, though.
There is no need for such modesty. The men will surely act as meat shields.
What exactly are we doing at this point? Are we about to fight? Oh, we're gonna fight the Dusk Bandits, right.
For us.
Meat shields? That sounds powerful.
No, they will be sacrificed to save us.
We're going to sacrifice them?
Why did we have to spend 2 hours and 15 minutes discussing this instead of just fighting them? The ladies in the dragon carriage continue their lively chatter.
On the other hand...
What is it?
Is something bothering you?
Not really. Just realizing that I don't enjoy being surrounded by a bunch of good-looking guys.
Me at the cosplay competitions.
Oh, is that a compliment? It seems Subaru is praising us by calling us handsome.
I would prefer to be evaluated by my swordsmanship or knightly conduct, but I appreciate this as well. It seems even you are capable of honest praise.
Why does Julius have such an attractive nose? I'm not the only one that feels this way, right? Like, just look at him. That is a well-defined nose.
Don't put words in my mouth!
Man, Julius always drives me crazy. We aren't just compatible down to the DNA. It was cruel of Anastasia to make us bring him along. We've been hired by a young dog trader to guard him on the road. Our goal is to secure his gratitude, allowing us to meet with his caravan.
In order to make the lottery a reality, we will need the required assets, an understanding of its mechanisms, and implement it on a grand scale. If we can borrow the influence of a caravan, it'll be possible to get everything up and running.
That'll help move things along really quick. Otto may look like an ordinary guy, but he's the one who can hook us up with a caravan.
You didn't need to add the part about me being ordinary. Besides, there is something else, Mr. Natsuki. Something I need fulfilled.
I know. The oil, right? I'll talk to Roswell about that. So...
I'll recommend your group as guards to an acquaintance of mine trying to link back up with the caravan. That much I understand.
What thorough preparations. Unless... Has luck played a hand in this too? How amusing, Natsuki. In that case, Julius, can I ask a favor?
Whatever you wish, Miss Anastasia.
Then, tomorrow, can you accompany Natsuki and go to the caravan?
Okay, look at these two boys. I want a gay relationship in my media, like the way Subaru and Otto are looking at each other right now. Look, that is love. That is pure romantic endearment. Otto doesn't have self-confidence. He doesn't believe he can be a fitting partner to Subaru. Subaru knows Otto is the one. He's like, listen, even if you don't believe in yourself, I'll believe in you. Julius is looking over at Anastasia like, you realize they're a couple of hopeless dorks, right?
Oh yes, I knew from the very beginning.
I'd hate to just leave everything to him, only for negotiations to fall through.
What? Him? But Anastasia, that's...
No, this matter is settled. You wish for us to be allies, right? Then what better time than now to start getting along with one another?
Otto over here like, wow, Julius wasn't kidding. Subaru's hair does smell really good. How does he keep his face so clean?
Then I will be seeing you tomorrow. Not to worry, I am reluctant about this as well.
Hey, don't fight!
And so, Anastasia cornered me into this situation. Of course, Julius is welcome for his fighting prowess, but...
What is it? You've been staring at me for a while.
Nothing. I'm totally not thinking about how if you weren't here, Melty, Tika, and I would have had a fun picnic together.
It seems to me you just admitted to thinking exactly that.
Come on, Subaru. Just accept the reality of the situation and grow up. He's cooperating with us, but you're being rude to him.
Are you really taking his side?
This is a serious problem. What exactly did you do to him, Julius?
Sorry, I have no idea. I don't remember doing anything to him that would make him react with such hostility toward me.
I get why they're confused. I'm the only one who remembers how awful the first meeting between Julius and me was.
But I won't forget. That time you slobbered all over Mealy's pure hand.
He's making some pretty disgraceful claims about you.
He can say what he wants. I say to compare our usual behavior and determine whether his nonsense is believable or not.
You think you're so cool.
But he is cool. Just accept your loss here, Subaru.
The judge has confirmed my defeat. He was probably paid off.
You'd go that far just to win, huh?
As the victor, I will brush aside that comment. Regardless, she is quite the mystery.
Do you mean Melty? What's so mysterious about her? I think the other candidates are way more eccentric. Melty is much more soothing to the soul.
After all, the others are a noble, an arrogant despot, a foreign merchant, and a back alley princess.
Mealy is extraordinarily cute, but Melty is a solid runner-up.
Well now, that'll be good to keep in the back of my mind. Next time we meet, I'll be sure to report that to Miss Amelia.
Don't tell her that!
Nothing good would come from it. I know they'd both just be offended.
You reflect on that while we get back to the topic at hand. Miss Melty is quite the enigma.
Like Subaru, I must also ask what you mean by that. I'm curious to hear the finest's evaluation of my Mel.
It is how she carries herself, and the aura she has about her. Of course, I believe her being a nun from the Transcendent Dragon Church is part of that. She's easy to approach, and her tone of voice and articulation. Both are pure, and seem to be learned traits. At the very least, one is not born with such skills.
I don't get it. What exactly are you trying to say?
It is quite draining to lecture a bad student, but I mean that Miss Melty's very being is somewhat irregular. Like a bird that normally cannot swim, but learned through grueling effort.
I feel like your beliefs are obscured by that poetic tongue of yours.
Honestly, Julius's analysis doesn't click with me at all. Still, I try to explain it in my own way, summarizing his remarks.
Bird that learned how to swim. Do you mean she's a hard worker?
More or less. There's no mistaking that. Miss Melty must have made strenuous efforts to get to where she is today.
That's it? Why didn't you say that from the start? You're always so cryptic about these things.
It's a nasty habit of mine. I'll try to be more direct next time.
Yeah, you should. Hey, Tiga, you okay?
Huh?
You've been quiet for a while. Was his analysis so off the mark you were struck speechless?
Even if he did think as much, asking such a thing so openly in front of me is quite rude, is it not?
What a sore loser!
Ah, you're a troublesome one.
Julius shakes his head in disappointment, and I snap back. Then, as we glare at each other,
Off the mark? Not at all. I guess he is not the finest for nothing.
Tiga? Did you just say something?
No, nothing. I just hope nothing happens along the way.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Although we can't say for sure just yet.
while I would have loved to share Tiga's earnest hope, I feel conflicted not being able to do so. If we link up with the caravan without incident, we might fulfill our goal. In that case, the Dusk Bandits would be left unchecked. Their victims still won't be able to sleep at night. We stopped the Dusk Bandits before, and I saw the people who were saved as a result, so I feel a sense of responsibility. A responsibility to get rid of them, to save the people terrorized by them.
If I don't, I won't be able to sleep at night.
Are you okay, Subaru?
Oh, sorry. My bad. Did I have a scary look on my face?
No, not at all. You're not scary, not one bit. Nope.
It's not very convincing.
Ah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's fine. More importantly, how are you holding up, Melty? Suddenly joining us like this.
I appreciate your concern, but I decided to do this myself. I wanted to help out.
You're pretty brave, Melty, but you're a nun. Escorting a traitor isn't part of your duties, right?
What happened?
I'm island hopping because I have a free space on my island. Do you know who I left?
What?
Cookie.
Thank you for the host, Ultima Kirby.
I left Cookie on my island, on an island. I want a boy. Do you know who this animal is on this island?
Who?
Audie. Also, Al, we had to give up. Was not the same Al that she had let go. And Ursula was not the same Ursula that she let go.
You gave up Audie?
No, she ran into Audie.
Did you recruit Audie? Yes or no? Did you recruit Audie? Did she recruit Audie?
She has not yet made a decision, but
Is Audie still available to be recruited?
they're sweating. She's fighting with Mom and
Do not talk to me the rest of the night if you turn down Audie.
That's not actually the case. I visit other churches all over the place, so I travel quite a lot.
Ah, no wonder.
If you
seem pretty
disrespect
used
my
to all this
wife, I will
wandering around.
disrespect my wife.
Huh? Really? What makes you think that?
Well, you don't have a lot of luggage. My first impression was that you'd be dragging around a bunch of unnecessary crap.
You had the wrong idea.
Sorry.
I said, if you disrespect my wife, I will disrespect my wife.
Okay, but I happen to know for a fact my island is not good enough for Audie.
You're not good enough for Audie. She will bring you to the level you need to be at. That's why she's important. Audie is greater than any of us could ever hope to aspire to. She is lowering her standards to visit your island. This is your chance to
She's not even on my island. I had to go to her.
Groveling works.
I already have. What's her personality? Snooty? Peppy?
Perfect.
I have so many peppy villagers. I can't.
So, you're used to traveling, huh? Have you ever been outside Lagunica?
Yes, I have. My hometown isn't actually part of the Kingdom of Lagunica.
Wait, you're not from around here?
That's right. Ah, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Really? Well, I guess being a foreigner does hurt your chances as a royal candidate.
Anastasia isn't from Lagunica either, but she's a grand merchant in Kararagi, which is enough prestige to overcome that issue.
Subaru? About what I just said.
Now, what to do with this info?
Subaru?
I'm joking. Don't worry, it'll be our little secret.
Yes, thank you very much. Phew, what a relief.
But can I ask you something? Where exactly are you from, Melty?
We're from Faradar.
Faradar?
It's very far south from here. That's where I lived with my family.
Faradar! Melty gazes out the window of the dragon carriage as she speaks. The dragon carriage moves fast enough to overtake the wind. The scenery is probably much different from her homeland. Still, the emotion in her eyes as she fondly remembers the past stirs my heart. A home so far out of reach. In that sense, Melty and I have something in common. We spend a while together in silence, until...
Whoa! So soft. Score!
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Hey, Subaru! Get away from Mel! Also...
We've stopped all of a sudden. There's no mistake something's happened.
Could it be bandits? In that case, sister!
Yes, I know. I shall take a look, so stay quiet for now. Also, die, Barusu.
No, wait! I'm sorry!
I managed to stand and help Melty up, who had squished me. When I look over, I see Rom with her eyes closed. She's using her clairvoyance, a special ability that allows her to synchronize her sight with others and notice anyone who's named Claire. Finally, after several moments and the death of at least 1,000 birds based on what I heard, Rom speaks.
The caravan ahead of our dragon carriage is being attacked. Is that...
The Dusk Bandits!
You should have been more careful than to camp around here.
Oh no!
Go, go! Steal, steal, steal! It's been too long. This ain't nearly enough to satisfy us!
Oh no, they're both attractive! Who do I support?
Stop, please!
Yeah, scream! Run away! I'll never get tired of this!
Wait!
What?
Please wait. I'll give you whatever you want, without resistance.
Oh no, they're multiplying! No, there's two cute doggos!
So please,
Plural!
don't kill anyone. We won't resist in any way.
Plural, Puppo!
Quit your whining!
Leader!
You won't put up a fight? What a joke! You can't resist us! You can't do anything! You're not in charge here anymore. Your lives, business, belongings, everything! We'll do whatever we damn well please with it. That's what it means to have power.
Please don't.
Pathetic. You really are weak. I can't watch this anymore. Guys, put him out of his misery.
No!
It's nothing personal. Open your eyes, you coward! Take the... Huh?
That scream.
I'm sorry that doggo died, but he deserved it. He didn't deserve it, but he deserved it.
What the hell?
What?
He went flying.
No! What happened to him?
Who did that? If you think I'm gonna let you off easy for that, then...
Then what?
Of course we wouldn't ignore such blatant acts of barbarism.
Man, it's tough to rile me up. But this is really making my blood boil.
What? Who are you?
No need to worry. We have no names to offer you.
We're following your footsteps here.
Look, it's
You did
Jesse,
say something
James, and
similar,
Meowth.
if I recall.
Those with power get to do as they please. It's an easy concept to understand. However...
Or Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Those who talk like that never expect to wind up on the losing side. Now.
Go!
Who said you could give the order?
Why would I not? I will focus on giving out orders from the back. Do not be idle, Barusu. Dance for me.
Dancing won't help anyone. I'm gonna do what needs to be done.
Bring the injured over here. I'll help them with my healing magic. Subaru, you help too.
Do you think all the dog traders pee on the same tree?
Got it. Hey, leader, Can you stand?
Do they like have an assigned spot around the base of the tree, or do they all just pee in the same one spot?
Yes, I think so. But who are you? And can you really take on the Dust Bandits with only 3 people?
Oh, don't worry about them. They'll be fine.
I lend a shoulder to the unconvinced leader, looking at Rem and the others as they start fighting the Dusk Bandits. Bandits specialize in tormenting the weak. But what can they do if they're faced with overwhelming power?
Their best plan of action now is to run for their lives.
Through the skies over the plains, the screams of the bandits could be heard, along with the sounds of destruction that were almost pleasant to hear.
You really came through for us back
Oh,
there.
we're not gonna...
How could we ever repay you?
We're not gonna do... We're not gonna do a mission? We're gonna just read more story? That's it? Just more aid pressing? The leader, who invited us to his tent, bows deeply. Is that photo in the background of the great dog leader, Ulysses S. Grant? The Dusk Bandits were soundly annihilated by Rem, Julius, and Tiga. The caravan had been successfully defended. Greatly relieved, it's natural for the merchants and their leader to be overjoyed.
No, please. We're just glad everyone's safe. It's mostly thanks to the incredible foresight of the merchant who brought us.
No, not at all.
Take care, Hee-chan.
It's all because you and everyone else helped us, Mr. Natsuki.
Double doggo!
You should take credit where it's due, you know?
Think nothing of it.
Green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple, green and purple.
You to me.
I don't think he deserves that much credit. All right then, we happily accept your words of gratitude.
While Otto's contribution was big, it'd be annoying if he took all the credit.
Anyway, Rem and Melty are caring for the injured. What about the rest of the caravan?
Yes, about that. While we have people capable of using healing magic, they were the ones targeted first.
So they started attacking the defensive line. Their strategy seems well thought out. That must be why they're so notorious.
But that ends today. To think we'd actually put them in their place. Subaru certainly has great intuition. It's as if you knew beforehand that they would appear.
Oh, stop. If I knew that, I would have had more people help us out.
It's good. It's good that the Dust Bandits were taken care of, but that won't bring back the people they killed. Doggo's died! I had avoided confrontation with them earlier to save Amelia, the manor, and the villages from the witch cult. The witch cult. I don't intend to forget that. In a way, I chose who would end up hurt here.
Subaru?
It's nothing. That'd be something if I really could predict the future.
I don't understand why you would be so distressed about this. However, it was the right call to bring Tiga, Miss Rem, and I along. If you hadn't, the Dusk Bandits surely would have escaped after thoroughly terrorizing this caravan. Many innocent citizens would have lost more than a place to shop. On behalf of the kingdom, I thank you. I also thank you as a Knight of the Royal Guard. You did indeed show the correct judgment in this situation.
Julius, you really are obnoxious.
I was merely complimenting you. Goodness, you certainly don't make it easy.
Julius laughs smugly, and I scratch my head while cursing him. I feel a little better, though it bugs me that he's the cause of it.
It seems you have wonderful companions.
Join us!
He's not my companion. He's not even my friend. Wait, what is he to me? We're something like a dog and a cat.
I don't understand your comparison. Would I be the dog or the cat?
Cunning like a cat or loyal like a dog?
Don't think about it so seriously. Anyway, if you're all right, I have something I wanted to talk to you about.
With me? Then please ask away.
Are you single?
I am forever in your debt after all. So long as it is not alone, I am willing to listen to your request.
That's why I want your help. I don't want to be alone.
You wouldn't give the person who saved your life any monetary reward?
Human relations are easily warped when money is involved.
I see. so even other worlds share this view. Feeling impressed, I lick my lips and get to the matter at hand. Exterminating the Dusk Bandits is a nice bonus, but our true goal...
To tell the truth, the chairwoman of the Hoshin Company, Anastasia Hoshin, would like to form a partnership of sorts with you.
Imagine this. You go up to someone whose life you just saved and they're like, I'll do a... Chocolat. Oh my god. Alright. Imagine you just saved someone's life and they go, as long as it's not alone, I would do anything for you. And you walk up and you go, alright, then I just want to ask you something. What would be running through your mind? How are you supposed to respond to that? As the leader and merchants look on with interest, I explain the idea of the lottery and the Hoshin Company's cooperation. The caravan had influence in the kingdom and other countries. And with their network, the feasibility of the lottery would increase. It could become a huge business.
That's what we're proposing. So how about it? Is it something you would consider?
It is an interesting proposal. But this Anastasia Hoshin...
Oh? Does something bother you about her?
No. Nothing in particular. Actually, there is something. But it's nothing bad per se.
Go on.
The city-state of Kararagi. It is rife with famous merchants, but the name of the businesswoman who has displayed such acumen despite her young age is well known among us all. After all, the Hoshin Company is a leading figure in Kararagi. Having been born from nothing yet gaining so much, it was no wonder she was called a modern-day Hoshin of the Wastes. As a fellow merchant, I respect her position. In that regard, the opportunity to work with her would certainly be more than enough reason to consider it.
Why is Tiga patting both of their butts? He's like, yes, both of these gentlemen have well-defined buttocks. Human, dog, human,
So then...
Mr. Natsuki, you make a wonderful proposal. However, there is one thing I'd like to confirm. Did this proposal truly come from Anastasia Hoshin?
You can rest assured on that end. After all,
I give my word as witness. My master, Miss Anastasia Hoshin, would never rescind on her contracts.
Your
Listen,
master?
Mikey, compared to having someone look you in the eyes and go, patting your butt is not even close.
Yes. I stake my honor and name as a knight of the Royal Guard. Julius Euclius.
Julius Euclius.
Julius, could you be the finest of knights himself?
Damn, boy, you fine.
Whoa, you've got some major brand recognition.
You may not be the Sword Saint, but the name of the finest is renowned throughout the kingdom. Any merchant with a sharp ear for information would know that title.
He's more popular than I thought.
Why do you act like that only toward Julius?
If Sir Julius, the finest, calls Miss Anastasia his master, does that mean...
I shall avoid any comments on the matter. Nothing has been made public after all.
I see.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Give me like 5-10 minutes. I will be right back. Thank you guys very much for your patience. I appreciate it. All right. Wow, most of you still hung on. I really appreciate it. Thank you. The hidden meaning behind the conversation between Julius and the leader is referring to the unannounced matters regarding the royal selection. In fact, neither the candidates nor the event have been announced, so their exchange has been extremely cautious. With that in mind, promoting Amelia to the traitors in that first loop was pretty illogical.
I really regret that now.
I understand. I agree with this arrangement.
Whoa, wait! That was a quick decision! Now that's decisiveness!
It is much appreciated. I assure you that you have nothing to lose in all this.
Oh no. Every man must take some risks in their lives. If it so happens to be a major business deal with a young prodigy, then who am I to turn my back on such an undertaking?
He's the real deal. Well, I can kind of see where he's coming from. I mean, he's clearly hoping for a big payout.
Oh? You want to run a successful business too?
I wonder about that. Do give it more thought, bestie.
Tiga smiles as he calls me bestie. I can tell we're growing closer.
Subaru, what does he mean by bestie?
Don't worry about it. I'll never let the likes of you get the chance to say it.
Why?
With that, our discussion with the caravan ends safely, and we depart back to the royal capital.
So the negotiations went well? I'm glad to hear it.
Inside the dragon carriage on the way back, Melty expresses relief at the results of our discussions.
Yeah, we managed, somehow. It's partly thanks to you too, Melty. Thanks. I really mean it.
No, I didn't really do anything.
Please do not be so humble. Without Miss Melty, we would not have been able to save so many injured people.
No matter how cute and capable Rem is, healing that many would have been too much to handle. The fact that no one died in this chaos is something we would have been unable to accomplish without you. I think you should be proud.
Rem.
Why are you acting so high and mighty? Only Rem and Melty can use healing magic.
Now, Rom seemed to also be giving treatment effectively. It wasn't just healing magic that helped these people. Right, Rom?
That is Miss Rom to you.
So says Miss Rom.
You're so tough.
The truth is that without the contributions made by Miss Melty and the others, we may not have been able to settle upon our agreement. If there had been casualties rather than just the injured, their leader wouldn't have taken too kindly to our proposal. You have my deepest thanks.
Well,
Mel, that's a really bad habit of yours.
Tiga?
Everyone is showing you their genuine gratitude. You should just go ahead and accept it. Or what? Do you think those injured people were just pretending to be grateful?
Tiga, you meanie.
Melty says as she pouts her lips, but it looks like the opposite is true to me. Tiga's tone and gaze are always gentle enough to make my chest hurt. I'm sure he adores her from the bottom of his heart. I can see that with my own eyes.
I'm the same way about Mealy. Seems like we've both got our fair share of trouble, bestie.
I said it back once and you latched onto it.
What did you expect? Ever since we met, I thought we'd get along really well.
I'm keeping some of these spirit farts for myself, Subaru. Clearly, you're not of the kind to appreciate them. I think they smell wonderful.
Just like after the first time I met Julius, I knew we would never click.
Agreed.
Oh, fine. Here, have some more farts.
I think you two get along in your own special way.
Miss Melty, is something the matter?
Oh, no, I just don't know if I should really be happy or not.
That is quite a strange thing to worry about. There should not be anything to deliberate when someone praises you. Miss Melty, you should puff out your small chest with pride.
You didn't have to call it small. But besides, yours is the same size as mine.
I am proud to call myself a most perfect being.
That's true, at least.
Yes, sister is perfect in every way. Just standing near her always takes Rem's breath away.
Your charm leaves me breathless as well. We are a perfect match.
Indeed, we are.
You two get along really well.
Yes, we are sisters after all.
Yes, sisters.
I'm jealous. You get to be with your family.
The dragon carriage returns us safely to the royal capital. After successful negotiation and the defeat of the Dusk Bandits, I'm filled with satisfaction. Maybe that's why I've completely forgotten something so important.
Are you the ones who defeated the Dusk Bandits?
You guys are awesome! You have avenged my husband. I don't know how to thank you.
Ah, crap. The moment we return to the royal capital, we're met with cheers from a huge crowd of citizens, and I curse my lack of thought. By eliminating the Dusk Bandits and sending the captured men to the royal capital, of course word of our achievement would spread. This welcome is exactly like when we defeated them on the road from the estate to the royal capital.
This is bad. If they find out that our camp did this, they'll know about Amelia.
Is there some issue with that? This would be rather favorable for Miss Amelia's campaign.
I know that, but that's not all there is to it.
Rem's thinking is the same as mine was. It's not wrong if you're only considering the royal selection. This would be great for her image, so we should make it as public as possible in that sense.
But we haven't fully prepared ourselves yet.
Barusu, I know what you are implying.
Ram?
It would be rather inconvenient for Miss Amelia's name to spread to the public. Is that what you are referring to?
I gulp at Ram's question. It's somewhat off. From what? Common sense, you could say. It's a strangely unnatural question. After all, to make that conclusion, she would need to know the inconveniences that lie ahead.
What do you mean, Ram?
Lord Roswell said as much. He mentioned that if anything unexpected arose, we should listen to Barusu's advice.
Roswell said that? About me?
I resent doing so, but Lord Roswell's orders are absolute, so I shall listen to whatever suggestions you may have, Barusu.
Take care, Hardy. Ram's answer gives me nothing but more questions. However, all I can do is accept it. I feel grateful for Roswell's willingness to accept anything, even if it's out there.
All right, Ram. If I tell you to spin around 3 times and bark like a dog?
Then I would run around your corpse and bark.
How did I end up a corpse? Anyway, thanks. I really do want to avoid spreading Amelia's name around here. That's why...
I understand. We can have Miss Melty and that knight from Miss Anastasia's camp take the credit. It is regrettable doing so, but if we must... Are you okay with that as well, Rem?
Yes, I understand. While I do not fully comprehend why, whatever Subaru decides must have a profound reason behind it.
You're going way too far!
What have you been going on about? Can't you hear their voices of gratitude? It is our duty to respond to them.
Right, but...
Do you have a problem with doing so?
To be completely honest, it'd be a bit of a hassle if we stood out any more than we already do right now. So...
What? You too, then.
Huh?
Regarding Miss Melty and Tiga, they also said they wish for their involvement in subjugating the Dusk Bandits to not be mentioned.
Say what?
I could ask you the same.
We've got our own circumstances.
Miss Melty and Tiga already snuck away from the back of the dragon carriage.
That's...
What are you doing? Hurry up and go.
Ram?
Even if Barusu remains here, he will not be useful in mitigating the public's perception.
You wish to speak to Miss Melty, no? We will take care of this issue with Sir Julius, so...
I see. No, this is a big help. Is it really okay of me to ask you to do that?
Huh. Do not make me say it twice.
Yes. Please leave it to us.
Got it. I'm counting on you. Well, I hate to give you all the credit, Julius.
What? What's orzo? Is that what Greek pasta is? Okay.
While your circumstances are rather unclear, boosting Miss Anastasia's renown is favorable for us.
Don't forget about your matcha in the fridge.
However...
What now?
If an opportunity should ever present itself, I would like to reveal the truth of the matter regarding today's events. This was all a result of you seeking our help to combine forces. I cannot be so selfish as to monopolize this praise.
Yeah, I know. Just appreciate the spotlight for the time being. Anyway, I'll leave the rest to you.
Yes. Please be careful, Subaru.
Hey! Wait up!
Subaru?
What is it?
Don't give me that, that's my line. You surprised me with your disappearing act back there.
Take care, little
Sorry
rowdy
about
boy.
that. I guess I just felt a bit uncomfortable.
What, you mean with all the cheering? But don't you think you should be praised for the good deeds you did?
Then, did you come get us to bring us back there, Subaru?
No, I ran out of there too.
Then you're the same as us!
Were you getting jittery too, Subaru?
I guess we're all just a bunch of jitterbugs. I have my own reasons, so I don't want to be in the limelight right now. It'd just get in the way of my job as a hero.
Hero?
No, don't think about it, Mel. There's no point questioning him further on that.
You sound like you know me so well.
We were besties before I knew it, after all.
Anyway, that's why I slipped away. I also wanted to thank you two properly. Thanks for working with us. Especially you, Melty. Fighting bandits could have been dangerous for you.
No, it's fine. I'm the one who made you take me with you.
That really scared me personally. When we saw the Dusk Bandits, I thought we were in real trouble having brought Mel along.
Are you treating me like a child again?
Now, that's not what I mean. I just didn't want you to see my scary fighting face.
You mean your face is scary? It's too late for that. I've already seen your face.
Your faith in me might plummet if you saw a side of me you aren't used to seeing.
It's also possible her heart might skip a beat or two seeing your wild side come out.
I didn't think about that. Is it true, Mel? Did your heart flutter?
Not really. You're always so cool, Tiga.
You're being nice to me? Are you an imposter?
Just take the compliment!
Jeez. There you go teasing me again, Tiga.
Maybe she doesn't trust you because you say stuff like this all the time.
If I could stop being like this, we wouldn't be where we've been for so long.
Tiga's remark is piteous, and I can't tell whether he's given up or not.
It must be rough having this guy as your childhood friend, Melty.
Yes, but that's not all there is to him. Tiga is always helping me. He even came with me when I joined the church. Even though he probably has other things he wants to do, Tiga always makes me his #1 priority. That's why I'm always...
Always what?
being helped. By Tiga and many others.
Mel...
I don't think you need to let it weigh on your mind so much. People do what they want to do.
Is Panda on the roof again? I don't know if you'd be able to check your height.
That's not good enough. I can't be content with that. That's why, even today,
Her heavy muttering sounds full of remorse and self-admonishment. What could be bothering her so much? I want to ask her. But...
Enough.
What? The sudden exclamation stops me in surprise. When I see where it's coming from, I'm surprised even more. Standing there is... Solemn?
Yes.
He is? Yes. What a dumbass. Hold on, you guys. My cat's on the roof. Everyone say hello to the dumb shit that decided he wanted to be on the awning of our apartment. That's about 6 feet off of the ground. No, 8 feet. 8 feet off of the ground. Why are you like this? You know how to get down. You are dumb. I love you, but you are dumb. You are such a dummy. You are stupid. Look at you. You're not even fighting back because you know what you did was dumb. You silly, silly boy. Say hi to chat. Give him a meow. I saved you. Pay me back. Come on. Come on. Oof. 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 What was that? What was that meow?
What are you doing here? Is this a coincidence? Or maybe not. Meeting you like this in the royal capital must mean...
Solemn, wait.
Huh? What's going on?
I didn't hear anything about this. Why are you here? Typical. At least explain yourself in your own words every once in a while.
Did anyone else catch Tiga just going... Tiga shouts with unconcealed anger as he faces the quiet Solemn. His unexpected forcefulness immediately silences me. Oh, and not his body violently vibrating for half a second? Tiga and Solemn are from the same village, yet they're arguing. And I'm more than likely involved in their discussion. But I don't know what's really happening. I'm left out.
Stop fighting! Why are you two even arguing? Melty, say something. Melty?
I ask Melty for support since I don't think I can handle it myself, but looking at her leaves me breathless once more. Melty's face has gone pale, and she stares at Solemn in a daze. She shakes her head in refusal, breathing out hoarsely.
No. Why?
Mel, calm down. I'll settle this. So.
Calm down? Don't joke like that. You're the one who needs to calm down, Tiga. You're blind to this whole situation. You have your own job to do. Remember that.
Puka, you...
Solemn remains silent, and Tiga's expression changes. Melty cowers in fear as Puka, so terribly cold, speaks. What exactly is this? What's going on? What are they trying to do? The only thing I know for sure is...
Don't ignore me! I can tell I'm involved in this somehow. What are you all talking about?
Subaru.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Subaru Natsuki. Don't think you can just ignore a loudmouth like me and continue your conversation in peace. I can blab on and on forever. So if you don't want to experience that, you better fix your attitude.
The moment I say this...
Sorry, but we won't be chatting for very long.
What?
Suddenly, flames spout and shroud my sight, but I quickly dodge out of the way. Not a moment later, the flames scorch the road black right where I was standing.
If I hadn't dodged that just now... Hey, Puka! What are you...
Before I can finish, a faintly sweet aroma wafts through the air. It's mixed with the burnt stench of the road, yet I can recall this hot, sweet scent.
Don't tell me this is...
The last time I smelled this was from an intense battle that feels long past, when I faced that dangerous person.
Whoa, you've got to be kidding me.
Solemn! Puka, stop!
Not a chance. Stand down, Tiga, and take Melty away.
But...
Those are the instructions given to us. Or do you have it in you to disobey for once?
Damn it! Come on, Mel!
No! Tiga! We can't! At this rate, Subaru will...
Melty clings to Tiga with a screaming plea. However, Tiga pulls her by the arm and tries to flee with her. She shouts desperately as she grabs his own arm.
Tiga, please! Listen to me!
I'm sorry, Mel. I can't give in to your pleas. I can't do as you tell me.
An expression of despair spreads across Melty's face. Her large eyes fill with tears as she looks at me. Tears stream down her white cheeks.
Subaru!
I don't know what's going on here, but...
Who should I glare at? Solemn, Puka, or Tiga? The details are too vague, and my field of vision turns bright red. The only thing I can say with certainty is...
How can you all gang up on a girl and make her cry like this?
Oh, good grief. What an agonizing thing to hear.
Agreed.
Tiga's expression turns bitter, and Puka smiles dryly. Then, after a short mutter, Solemn slowly takes out a certain mask I recognize from his pocket. That means...
You're Wolf, the malevolent masked magician!
In silence, he puts on the mask. After covering his body with a black robe, his attitude totally changes.
My turn! It's my turn now.
You've got to be kidding me!
I had a certain expectation the moment I recognized that flame with the sweet aroma, but this change wasn't it. After changing his appearance to Wolf, Solemn laughs like a different person, then points at me with his malice on full display. There's no trace of the unsophisticated young man, awkward yet kind, who brings lost children home to their parents.
Was it all an act? Hey! Answer me, Solemn!
Sorry to interrupt your shouting, but he can't hear you now. You see, he's deeply, soundly asleep.
I thought it was Tiga. I was waiting for Wolf to show up because I wanted to play his lines with Tiga's and be like, wait a minute, Wolf sounds like Tiga with a slightly different affect to his voice.
What? That weakling's time is over. Now I get to do.
I swear to God, I thought it was Tiga.
Don't you worry, Puka. I'll get the job done.
I certainly don't doubt you. That's why I'm lending you my power.
Good. I'm getting excited. Our opponent's super weak, but bullying the weak is my true calling.
Should you really be causing such a ruckus? We're on the main road in the royal capital. Someone could interfere like last time.
Ha! I appreciate the concern, but I won't screw up again. Take a good look.
At Wolf's prompting, I slowly look around and realize what he means. This is a road in the royal capital, in the shopping district. Yet there are no people. What's going on here?
This place is normally so crowded. What did you do?
Since you finally noticed, it's just a little old trick of mine.
A trick?
This.
Saying that, Wolf thrusts his hands toward me. I scowl at the gesture, but I immediately realize what he wants to show me. When I see them, I can't hide my shock. On his palms...
Are those eyes on your hands?
Sorry if it looks a little creepy. Call it a family trait. Think of it like someone's natural hair color or the number of fingers you're supposed to have. This is the backbone of my special skill. Approaching this place makes you feel more exhausted. Wouldn't that make you want to leave?
Despite Wolf's teasing manner of speech, I get the gist of what he's done. The strange eyes on his palms give him the power to suck mana from others, and he used that to keep everyone away. Merely approaching this area makes your body feel a little more tired. He's made good use of that subtle discomfort.
Yes, that's a good reaction. It was well worth explaining my trick. You're a good audience member, which is why this is most regrettable. Once that sick woman put her eyes on you, it was all over. So tragic.
Do you ever shut up?
Oh? Not gonna beg for your life.
You're gonna kill me anyway. But you'll leave the other two alone, won't you?
Facing Wolf, I ask about Melty and Tiga, who are standing behind me.
Subaru.
I can tell you two are somehow related to all this, but that's another story altogether.
We won't touch a single hair on their heads.
Well, that's a relief. Then all that's left for me is to resist you with everything I've got.
Resist us, huh? You don't even have that demon girl with you. Your little ace in the hole. What makes you think you can beat me?
I don't. But even if I know I won't, this is just one of those times where I've gotta put up a fight anyway.
My legs shake. My voice trembles. My show of courage is an obvious bluff. How much can I resist? Am I going to die here?
How sad, being so powerless. If only your heart was just as weak, you could have given up and made it easier for yourself.
Give up? Sorry, but I've never even heard of such a phrase.
I have to resist with everything I've got. Filled with that determination, I smile. Then, little brat. Wolf spits out those words and charges at me. He's too fast, and I can't react at all. At the precise moment his attack is about to reach me.
Stop! Please! Stop! Big brother!
Melty's shout echoes into the glowing evening sky. I'm in a dark place, time stretching on and on. I'm on a cold floor, feeling like my body's been strewn out on it. I had already been positioned like this when I woke up. My lungs hurt with every hoarse breath, and my throat is completely parched. What exactly happened? Why am I in a place like this? In this empty darkness?
Hello? Can you hear me?
In the dark, there's a sudden voice. I don't know. No. I do know it. I know it, but I can't recall whose it is right away. It's not one I'm used to hearing, but it's not my first time hearing it. A voice that's definitely in my memories. This voice's owner is...
It's about time you got up now. If you sleep for too long, you'll be in big trouble. Right, Subaru?
Suddenly, something stuck to my face is taken off, and my pitch-black vision turns white. My eyes, closed for so long, are overwhelmed by even the smallest invasion of light. But the painful shock slowly fades, and my vision gradually clears. Then, when my eyes fully open, I find myself in hell.
Ah, you're up. Good morning, Subaru. Or should I say, afternoon.
A smiling woman stands before me. I know this woman. Someone who always smiles like that. But her smile now only serves to remind me how terribly abnormal she is. My body is tied up. I can't move. I'm lying down on the bare ground. I can only move my eyes, so I use them to gauge my surroundings. I look around the inside of the room. Then...
Oh dear, what a terrible scream. Your disgust for them might hurt their feelings, you know.
The woman puffs her cheeks. Everything around her is completely packed with creeping figures. At her feet, on the walls, on the ceiling. They're all insects. Insects with bizarre, repulsive appearances that make my skin crawl at the sight of them. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Countless numbers of them crawl throughout the room. A church should be beautiful, solemn, not that solemn, and wondrous. But the sight of such disgusting things crawling around it might truly be blasphemous.
What is this? What the hell is going on here?
Oh, come now. Do calm down. If you make such a fuss, you'll startle the monowasps, you know?
Monowasps? They don't disgust you?
I think they're quite cute, actually.
I can barely contain my disgust. Yet this woman, Sakura, only smiles sweetly. Seeing that, I finally realize there's a sharp contrast from her smiles before. This one looks strange and foreign on her face.
Sakura, this church belongs to you?
Yes, very good. I've been doing my due diligence behind the scenes and out in the open this whole time, you know. Yet you surprise me with your inexplicable competence. I was quite flustered trying to keep up.
What did I do?
If I got to use that silver-haired half-devil even a little, most of my goal would have been accomplished. Yet it's thanks to you, Subaru, that it was all for naught.
As I listen, dumbfounded, Sakura counts with her fingers and continues on in discontent.
That band of thugs I hired. The assassin I prepared to add a little tension
Spoon,
to things.
but I'll eat
The
afterwards.
imposter story I planted to have everyone jump at shadows. You squashed them all before I even got to fully utilize them. Trying to garner allies for a half-devil of all things. Oh, Subaru, you're so kind.
I'm at a loss for words as Sakura goes on and on about her crafty operations she conducted from behind the scenes. Every tormenting obstacle up till now was arranged by Sakura. She was irritated by her succession of failures. You would go that far.
What was that?
You'd go that far to harm Amelia? You and that bastard. The one I think of in this moment is my worst enemy. The one who caused the tragedy in the royal capital. Betelgeuse Romani Conti. Sakura calls Amelia a half-devil, and considering her schemes, I doubt she's unrelated to the witch cult. Filled with those thoughts, I turn my eyes, now filled with hatred, towards Sakura. But
Did you say bastard? What an odd way to refer to her. Don't get me wrong. I detest her too, you know. But Mother being a bastard just sounds so strange.
wait, Mother? My eyes widen at Sakura's unexpected words.
Do you not know of her? Did I just say something unnecessary? My, what a careless blunder. You really are a strange boy, Subaru. You just make me want to blurt things out. I may just be punished for this like Melty and her friends.
What'd you just say?
Do you really want to know?
What did you do?
What a desperate face you're wearing! No, please stop. Are you trying to kill me with laughter? Your desperation is so adorable.
You! What did you do to Melty? Where is everyone else?
How strange of you to act like this. You should already be well aware by now that they are your enemies.
You?
Not to worry. Go on. Turn around and see for yourself. You should see some glimmer of hope in the darkness there.
Sakura's two sweet words slide into my ears and rattle my brain. With this strange, uncomfortable feeling, I twist my body and turn my neck to look behind me. Then, at first, I have no idea what it is. It just looks like a gathering of bugs in the corner of the room. Disgusting bugs gather at the corner of the room. It's a horrifying, repulsive spectacle. But the true horror comes a moment later. My senses beg me not to understand. My instincts shout that it shouldn't be understood. But my eyes and brain grasp what it is. But it crossed my mind, forcing me to realize what's happening. There, in the corner of the room, surrounded by countless bugs, is the sight of an immobile Melty being tormented.
How does it look? For those with distinguished tastes, this is quite the mouth-watering sight. A nun covered in an infinite number of insects. Her cute face covered in tears and filth. Isn't it breathtaking?
Get them off! Get them off! Get them off! Get them off! Get them off!
Yes, yes. No need to fuss. Melty is just fine, you see. She's used to this. Maybe you should be more worried about her friend.
Sakura puts her hands together in front of her chest, and I shiver at her words. I try not to think, not to look, but I'm afraid I have no choice. There, covered in bugs next to Melty, is another mound of them. Unlike Melty, who had let out a whimper, this mount doesn't budge at all.
Tiga has long stopped moving.
Sakura confirms my premonition, almost as if she's enjoying tearing off my fingernails. That unmoving mound covered in bugs is Tiga. Or it was Tiga.
Tiga! Tiga!
It's all his fault. He forgot his place and went off on me. So I got a little riled up in punishing him. Well, that doesn't matter anymore. Melty is far more important. Knights are easily replaceable.
Everything Sakura is saying simply passes through me. Tossed against a wall and covered in bugs, Tiga doesn't move. He's completely, utterly dead. Melty, moaning next to him, is in close to the same state. And I'm about to endure the same fate. They ate him. And then they're going to eat me. Oh my god!
So, Subaru, who clued you in to disrupt my plans before they even got going? Was it Margrave Mathers? A royal candidate? Don't tell me it's that half-devil, or that maid of hers. Of course, I won't deny the possibility that you're just incredibly talented.
Don't.
Did you say something?
Hearing me mutter, Sakura slowly brings her face closer. I raise my head and glare at her.
Don't think for a second that you've won. Don't think you've won. Don't.
What? Are you joking? Don't think you've won? I can't think that? I can't think that I've won with my perfect victory? You're hilarious, Subaru! I've never seen such a sore loser in my life!
Sakura, you little...
Yes, be quiet now.
The moment Sakura snaps her fingers, a squirming insect slides into my mouth. The repulsive, slimy feeling utterly dominates me.
Do you want to vomit? Do you? Oh, but you can't. You're not allowed to. In fact, here are your seconds.
One after another, the insects slide into my mouth at Sakura's command. From my mouth, down my throat, and into my stomach. I try to resist, but bug after bug invades me.
Very well. Out of respect for your defiance, I will not ask you anything else. In any case, nothing is left to obstruct Mother's commands. So I'll just deal with the rest in some way or another. Now, Subaru, your belly will soon swell. Then, pop!
Sakura's disgusting shouts fill my ears. The next moment, the bugs squirm inside my stomach. In my final moments, I hear Melty's voice call out to me from underneath the swarming bugs. Whether she's seeking help or something else entirely, I don't know. And without ever finding out, I burst. No! Oh my god! Oh, that's a stream! Oh, that's a stream! I'm done!
I
No!
will keep a record.
Nope! That's a stream. We'll come back. We'll come back to that. I'm gonna just leave that thought in all y'all's minds. We can deal with that another time. I am finished. I'll just let that thought sit in your head. I gotta think something else. Persona 5 Strikers. Okay. We gotta get our minds off this. We gotta pick someone to raid. We have to pick someone to raid. Who do you guys want to raid? We've got Raid Tim, Rico, Fajardo. What is he streaming? Something better, I hope. Let's see. Chat. It's just chat. AKL Trifecta. P5 Strikers. We've got Amtrax, or Austin Matthews, FF Remake. He's doing hard mode, I think. And we've also got, stop doing that, Crash McCloud. We are not going to think about Subaru literally being force-fed bugs until his fucking stomach pops. We are not thinking about that. Nope, not thinking about it. Nope, not imagining it. You are completely... I'm going to Jedi mind trick you. You are not thinking about having bugs force-fed down your gullet. Feeling them squirm inside your stomach until you literally burst open from the inside out. You will not do that. Oh, I was not expecting that fucking popping noise. I was not expecting that popping noise. Jesus. I do wish we could have gotten like a graphic of like the bugs crawling on the wall. I was hoping it would show like a shot of the wall with all the bugs covering it. All right. Here's your raid phrase. There is your raid phrase. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Trails of Cold Steel 4, which involves much fewer bug popping than this game did. Monday for something multiplayer Mondays. Tuesday is Fallen Legion Revenants. Yeah, baby. All right. Let's enjoy a nice, more wholesome stream. I love you all. Until next time. Let's raid. Goodbye.